fuck? What the Okay, I
Oh,
can't
I
spell.
see 3
It just
reds.
started. What the hell, chat?
Oh
What
my
the hell?
God.
What does he have going on?
That nigga said, oh wait, I forgot we're live.
My goodness.
Yo.
Yeah, we are live. This has never been done.
Pre-pod? We ain't even hit live yet.
Holy
Bro
guacamole.
said, how much y'all want? Okay. Don't forget this tot got a big pot. Yo.
Oh man. That's a crazy way to say it.
That's a crazy way to say it. But Tanar!
Big Tanar, not gonna hold you.
You're pretty rich.
We've never had somebody to just come and drop their nuts before the pod starts. That's
Like
a
this?
record.
Yeah, either
He's
really,
just letting them out.
Yeah, either he really, really, really hates Omar, or it's just a record. It's one or two.
It is a record.
That is definitely a record. 300 prior to the pod. Even
oh my God. 200? What the
500
fuck?
in the first
Okay, I
minute
gotta
of the
swear now.
podcast.
I don't care about AdSense anymore, chat. I don't care about AdSense anymore because Tanar Clark is funding our Dreamcon trip for next year.
This motherfucker's going crazy.
He's going insane. All right, listen. For audio, y'all may not know what's going on. First of all, welcome back. Welcome back. We got the tune-in exam guys in the building. Damo, say what's up.
What's cracking?
Say what's good.
Target level Sage, how you doing?
Omar is not here today. I am back though from my 2-pod hiatus. So, we still got 3 in the building. The reason why we are going crazy is because family of the show, sponsor of the show, Tanar Clark. Mind you, we have only been live for like literally 3 minutes. Has already donated a total of $500.
I don't even know how he did that.
$500. I'm gonna go ahead and read these real quick, all right? Because he definitely deserves them. First super chat. I'm back. How much y'all want?
Gangster.
That's one. Next one. I'll be back next Thursday. He'll be back next Thursday, y'all. He's not going anywhere.
Yes.
Let's go. All right, next one. Don't forget this tot got a big ass pot, dummy.
That is still a crazy line. No.
Thought with the pot is devious.
And the $200 one, I'll rewatch tomorrow. Stupid. That's how he typed it. STEWPD.
He's a Baltimorean. Awesome sauce.
Shout out to
Tanar got it like that. That's tough. 500 within the first 60 seconds because you spent 300 before the first second is an all-time feat.
You are the guy. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, any other situation, not gonna hold you. This will be Glaze. This is not Glaze. This is far from it. The biggest Tanar, capital T, capital Clark.
He is just him. A couple more super chats while we're already here. God Serena for $2. Zagoat B Souls is back. Yes, I am back, man. Back from vacation. Went to the Bahamas, family vacation on my first cruise. Got some hot takes about cruises, man. I'm gonna just get it off right now. It's the best way to vacation, man.
Say it again, Souls.
Going on a cruise is the best way to vacation. Oh my goodness.
Come on, man.
You go on a boat. Everything is on the ship. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you got the drinks package. Hey, Sage.
Talk to him.
I'm talking to you, Sage. 15 drinks a day. Go to the bar. 15 drinks a day. Affordable package. I ain't gonna lie. Just sipping by the poolside. You know what I'm saying? They got events going 24/7. They got a casino. Shit, the one I went on, there was a nightclub, a 2000s night on Saturday night. Stop it.
Had a ball, didn't you?
Oh, and then the morning after, we're just in the Bahamas. Whoa. Like, come on, bruh. That shit fire.
Bezos. There's people in the Discord. Oh, a cruise is cool, but we can just go on a resort. What if I told you it's a resort on a boat? Imagine a resort that takes you to the Bahamas.
Hey man, it depends what kind of vacation you going on. Is your vacation seeing the world? Because then you limit it to what's on the boat. You're limited to what's on the boat. Like you don't really have, because you got to get either, even if the boat docks, you got to get back on it at some point. So you don't have but like so much time to go stop to this place and that place, this place, that place. But if you just want to relax, you might be on to something. Unless you're a seasick guy. You just want to relax, yeah, boat for the win.
I'm gonna be honest. I went on it as a family vacation, so it was me, my girl, and my family with my two little sisters. They're both minors, and we still had a fantastic time. I personally feel like I would have had a better time if it was actually just me and Bree. Like that's like specifically that cruise with the drinks package. Oh yeah.
Well, how the drinks was flying, Souls was feeling it.
So
God, I had all types of margaritas: mango, peach, regular, strawberry. All types of margaritas, Sage.
You get a vodka sour?
50.
Yes. Vodka lemonades.
Yo.
Shots of tequila straight. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm telling you, I had a fantastic time, chat. Fantastic time.
Nah, Soul's trying to drop 50 like my boy Tanar. Tanar with a 50 gift.
Oh my God.
Yo, this brother is crazy. This brother is crazy.
Ain't that $250? Oh my God.
This brother is crazy.
This guy is a guy of guys, man.
Tanar is a demon. Tanar is a demon, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't seen something like this since the debut of Band for Band in the Keep It a Buck verse. Since Whole Claws in the TSO verse. This brother's putting on a masterclass. I'm not gonna lie. I actually respected this. Big time. And I'm kind of terrified that he may have scammed people. He is from Baltimore.
This is insane. Let's go to read some of these super chats before we get going. My bad. I'm all over the place right now. Franchise for $10. JKP, how will you respond? Also, Souls, what it do? Can I say blood? I don't know. BLUD? Can I say that? I don't know. One love to my AAVE speaking brothers.
Facts.
Shout out to you, man.
Facts.
Can I say this?
Can I say blood?
I don't know, man. I'm just
BLUD, by the way.
Yeah, right. Like, can I say blood? Bud with an L?
Oh my God.
Oh, okay. All right. A couple more. Killer K Spade for $5. What's up, fellas? Coming back from Belize. So I missed last pod. And side note, I met Fred Van Fleet there. What the fuck? All right. Bryce Mason became a member for 14 months. Glad you're back, Soul. Salute. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate you specifically. Bryce Mason for another $10. Off the strength. Also, salam alaikum, Sage.
Alaikum salam, brother.
Type shit. Oh, wait, hold on. Tanar gifted another 20?
I was gonna let you read, man.
Yo, what?
I was gonna let you read. Yo, Tanar did another 20, bro. This is Tanar's world, and y'all just living in it. Also, I ain't seeing no thank yous, bro. I ain't gonna lie, chat.
Thanks. Not enough people thanking him. Not enough people are thanking him.
That's 70 gifted.
That's 70 people that can now go back and watch all that membership content that we got, all the hoop videos, the cook-offs, the vlogs. That's so much content. 70 of you ungrateful little bastards done got, and no thank yous. Tanar, take them all back.
You brothers make me sick.
All the Damo streams too are available now. I don't. We
That
never
is
tried
right.
to stream
That
key
is
off.
basically Damo VOD part 2. You really got Damo VOD channel out
Damo
there.
VODs are just on the channel for members, by the way.
100%.
Need y'all.
Hey, man. Hey, peep them VODs, man. Come to the streams. They be fun.
It's just like 20 different videos. Damo stream.
All same time frame, way different content every time.
Mystical for $2. Say skip next pod. I'll send more.
I don't need to. I actually don't need to, buddy. I appreciate what you gonna do. 20, 15, honey, maybe. Tanar done dropped damn near 100 gifted. Like we don't need you, brother. Sorry.
That's crazy. Darius Williams for $10. Ladies and gentlemen, Goong Gagon has returned.
Oh yeah, Goong Gagon is back. I don't know if I'm gonna jump on ship until and wait for the dub, or if I'm just gonna fold and watch the sub Chatatrons. We'll probably talk about that in the TSO verse tonight if I have the energy to stream. But Goong Gagon is back. Cinema is back. That show is fantastic, despite the name.
Ain't that show like legitimately like horny?
Nah, it's like it's like a, and it's not just a romance thing. It also has some fights in it. It's its own. It has a lot of stuff going on. I ain't gonna lie, there's a lot of stuff going on, but it's not just soft core.
Ain't like the teacher like mad busty? Like that's a crazy term. My bad.
Mad what?
I know what he's talking about.
Ain't that the
you're
anime?
talking about the grandma. You're talking about the grandma. The grandma is the one that everybody goons over.
No, like that actually got like
no, Damo, they goon over that grandma. Like not me, but y'all, you gotta just watch it.
I don't know,
it's actually really good though. It's like a really good show. A really good show.
I bet.
It's really not like you focusing on the granny is gonna make it sound way worse. It has nothing to do with her for real. It's the only thing that would scare y'all off is episode 1, literally. Episode 1 literally would scare you off, but if you make it past episode 1, it's a fantastic job.
Nah, buddy.
But episode 1 would spook you. Actually, that should be content. You watching episode 1. that actually
you can probably get away with it on playback.
I'm about to say, can you watch stuff on playback?
Just delete the VOD after.
Yeah, I'm about to say, don't take that advice from me. But
allegedly.
Episode 1 of Dan to Dan for any person out there is going like it'll cook you. If you make it past it, you'll be like, damn, Sage wasn't lying. It's a really good show. But episode 1 determines if you're willing to see it through.
That's me with Love Island. So I feel it. Listen, man, I haven't been here for like a week and a half. How have y'all been, man? Let's start off there. How y'all been?
I've been good, man. Listen, same old. When you have kids, your life just seems like a continuous cycle of hanging with the fam, man. And I love it. I needed it. Just been paying a lot of attention to the free agency. One of the more active free agencies in a long time, in my opinion. One of the more exciting ones. So just a lot of basketball, family time. My jersey is in the Raptors for Rivals. I've just accepted it. I'm done with Rivals. It was fun. It was fun while it lasted. My attention is now on Rematch. Rematch is now my game. You soccer nerds have been having a lot of fun for way too long. I gave y'all so much time. So much head was given. Now it's my turn to receive. I'm out here taking ass and names on Rematch. It's been fun. Soccer nigga for real.
Oh, that's the soccer game?
Yeah, that's the soccer game.
That's what they call what is it? They call it, what's that? Rocket League with legs is what they're calling it. And Rocket League with legs.
That's crazy. I see it. I ain't calling it no Rocket League.
Nah, it's Rocket League with legs, buddy.
It is well, does that mean you play Rocket League?
No. I play Rocket League with legs.
Oh, okay.
I never thought Rocket League would be what it was. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it'd be a fun little I thought it'd be what's that free to play game that's like 100 people?
Among Us.
No. It's kind of like that. It's a free to play game.
Fall Guys?
Yeah, I thought it would be just another Fall Guys. And mind you, Fall Guys even like exceeded my longevity expectations.
Still around.
Yeah. But Rocket League becoming like an esports like game. Like I did not.
It arguably was the esports game for a while. Like bump arguably. It probably was at some point. Yeah, it's crazy.
That shit crazy. Sage, how you been, man?
I've been good. You know, don't rock with my doctor's chat. We'll see. Maybe in 2 weeks' time, maybe they'll make up for their sins. Outside of my niche situation, just been redetermined on the YouTube sphere on my end. You know, we're doing a lot more recordings. Doing a lot more in general. Pretty much anytime I do go live, it's like 8 hours. More cool kid stuff. A little bit less anime, but the anime is never gonna die. And most importantly for you, yeah, we're watching Love Island, man.
He's hooked.
We're watching Love Island, man. I
seen the stream this morning, man.
I don't know if I can continue it because I feel like I'm playing an insanely dangerous game, but I've played these games before. So I don't know. But hey, man, it get unchy out there, bro. And we gotta keep doing it just for the agenda. It'll be like 100 people that leave the stream, and then 100 new people join the stream. like literally, the names change when we put the Joan on there. I'm on episode 4. And I don't know if Keep It a Buck chat has self-control, so I'll probably just freeze it for the time being. But all I gotta say is, Ace is a super villain. Ace is super villain, and I'm familiar with this game. Yeah, all right. I feel like if someone told me what happened, I'd be like, I knew it because I'm familiar with this game. I've seen this scouting report before. But outside of obviously that, just living life, enjoying life. Can't wait to see the friends and family on July 4th, man.
Look at Damo. Damn. Yo, I know so many people are annoyed with like how unavoidable Love Island has.
Yeah, that's why I'm watching it. It's too much of a punted on clip because I'm trying to take content, let alone Instagram, more seriously, and it's too free. It's just way too free of a clip right now. Let alone.
I don't know if yeah. Oh yeah.
I've
been
watched
making mad shit on TikTok and Instagram. Been cooking.
They're just so free, bro. So I was like, okay, it's free. It's also, the talk of the town. I want to at least know what the town talking about. Some things I never will care about, but this one, it's a show. I'll watch it.
I could give 2 shits about what the town is talking about if they talking about Love Island. Jesus Christ.
I saw Forever too.
I swear it's not like as much about romance as you think, especially this season.
I've seen an episode already. They were watching it in the Discord. I gave it a shot. It's exactly what I thought it was. And I don't want to watch it. It's exactly what I thought it was. I gave it a shot. Yeah. I was like, maybe it may be more. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I can find it enjoyable. One, watching Love Island without a female. You know what? Let's move on because I'm about to give her a disrespect.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead, bro.
I stole thought. Shout out to you for becoming a subscriber on Playback, man. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, man.
Playback shows, man. Now get it off, bro.
Yo, spotlight, please. All right, 1-4 flat. Come on.
1-4 flat. All right.
All of you grown men that are realistically out here watching Love Island without a woman, let alone sneaking behind your girl back to watch it, but without a woman and you out here spilling the tea more than the girlies about Love Island? Respect your last name, gang. What are we doing? Respect your last name.
I can't see him. No, so it's disgusting. Y'all didn't see him. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Have some fun, man. Damn.
June is over. June is over.
You're doing that emote when you're on the screen.
June is over. I'm over this. I'm looking. All right. I can give the guys that are when me and my girl watch it. W cop out, gang. I understand the game. I get it. W cop out. I used it for when I was watching baddies. Yeah, me and my girl. My mama watch it. Something the family talk about. Like I get it. I get that game. You single bastards that are just, I mean, it's on the timeline, right?
Yep. Sage doing it for content. I'll give him a pass for that. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm not getting on Sage. Hey, I get it. It's a free clip. It's a free clip. I understand it. Sometimes my morals matter more than the content. I'm not stooping that. I won't stoop that low. But I get it. It's a free clip. At least Sage is doing it for the content. Because if Sage was waiting after stream, so I'm on episode 5. This nigga Ace. I'd have been like, all right, gang. All right. This is crazy.
Hey, this is crazy. What know about Ace?
What you know about Ace?
What you know about Ace?
What you know about
I know that this show is not for me, and it shouldn't be for a lot of you grown men with no women in your life that are just, the bros was talking about it. Yeah, all right.
But this is a perfect icebreaker for the women though, because women really be tapped into the show. Perfect icebreaker. Go to the bar. Did y'all see Love Island last night?
He's working on his corner 3.
Yeah,
that's a good shot.
You know what's crazy? All these people that can add that to their game. Ben Simmons. Because when it's game time, when the regular season starts, you know where they at? passing up open shots. That's what they're doing.
They
are passing up open shots.
They trying to be
talking about it's a great icebreaker. These niggas don't ice skate. They don't be on the ice. They don't gotta worry about icebreakers. They on the bench.
Trying to shoot the three, man. I don't know, man.
Let's keep it a hate, man.
I'm about to say.
I've been seeing the allegations on us, man. Let's keep it a hate.
Not on us. Nah. I can't go. No, real talk is starting to get into it now, bro. Why you and Omar? That's the new thing. You and Omar can never be happy. Y'all just got you and Omar gotta hate on every. Bro, I put a tweet out the other day. There was like three notifications in. Bro, why are you and Omar? So, man, what the hell my tweet got to do with Omar? So, they just, yo, you and Omar are just miserable. Why are y'all grouping us?
Y'all do be all the time.
Y'all making us the Hardy Bros of hate. Like, what are we doing? Like, I don't understand it.
Nah, y'all do be hating. I ain't gonna lie. I've said that live. Y'all be hating.
I just don't know
the crime time. Like, they cannot mention one without the other in terms of negativity.
I just don't know how y'all like the negative spin on EA college basketball is kind of crazy. I seen the clip. Like, damn.
We didn't make a negative spin. No. He
Worst
made a
case
negative
is competition.
spin.
Worst case is competition for 2K and 2K gets better.
I didn't make a negative spin. I said, if anything, the fact that people are trying to compare it to 2K is so whack. It doesn't need its own. It doesn't need to be competing with 2K. It can be its own thing. I was for the game. I'm for it. I was being negative. He was the one saying that the game will flop, just like he did with college football, and trying to tell my favorite YouTuber, G-Man, shout out OTF G-Man, trying to tell my favorite YouTuber, G-Man, not to continue the game. But he did, and look at him now. Numbers. Shout out to my favorite YouTuber, G-Man, man. So he was negative, not me. But even then, they just assume I'm negative. They see me in the clip and assume, oh, he hating. This is crazy.
You found a way to hate, though. Not on the
Y'all
game.
are a face of hate.
Because I listened to the clip, Damo. Man, this bitch ass 2K YouTuber in the space. Whoa, what the fuck?
J.A. is a clown. I'm sorry. J.A. is a clown. And he was a clown in the space. I don't care. J.A., you're a clown. Y'all know how I feel about these two. Clip it, because I know y'all see it. Hey, you 2K niggas is clowns. J.A. was
crazy
a clown.
happened in the chat. I'm gonna find out what that is. But chat, put a 1 up if Damo is a certified no look title thumbnail hater, and a 2 if y'all doing too much. Damo be cool, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I could see y'all in a thumbnail and be like, okay, it's about to get negative, bro. Hey, every party needs a pooper.
It's gotta be racist.
The NBA apron destroyed the league. Of course it did, right? Of course it did. You hating? Just don't watch
2025 Cypher drops. Of course, this ruined music. Oh God.
Of course you don't like Ian. You don't get it. All right, bro. Now I won't defend you on that, Damo.
Crazy stuff happening in the chat. Oh my God.
All right, well, let's catch up with the chat because Giovanni Drew just donated a honey bun. Oh my goodness.
Big Giovanni.
All right. He said, just joined the stream. Love y'all boys, by the way. Love Island is goated. Facts. All right. Tanar Clark is not done. He is not finished. He just sent another 20 gifted.
Jesus.
My goodness.
At this point, drop 5 more minimum. Get the honey bun and gifted.
Yeah,
at
get
that
the
point.
honey bun and gifted, man.
Yeah, at that point, what he got?
That's really letting it hang for real.
Yeah, I'm not going to control your pockets, but might as well.
Might as well do it.
Why not let it fly?
Yeah.
They're leaving you.
Giovanni Drew for another $50, by the way. Shout out to Giovanni Drew. Tanar pockets is crazy deep. Making 50 look small right now. But shout out to the 50 though. That's still big. That's still big. Shout out to Aka for $10. Sister leveling over Love Island.
Oh God. No, that's not true. That's not one of the things I'd recommend to any of y'all. If y'all don't know, essentially anybody who remembers Team 4-Star Dragon Ball Abridged, they pioneered a bridge series. Sister leveling is no. Do not watch Sister leveling. Oh my God. Oh God. Jesus Christ.
All right, a couple more. Y'all going crazy tonight, y'all. Appreciate y'all. I think he super chatted that same thing twice, or showing up twice on my end. So shout out to Aka again. Tony for $10. No, Omar gotta drop the 10 ball. Damn. Jeez. And Droopy for $5. I feel like if you start a conversation and talk about Love Island with a girl, it's zesty.
She's at bare minimum. She's at bare minimum gonna think you're zest. A hint of zest. A little bit. She gonna question you.
It depends how you go about it. If you walk up to her, hey, Hood FC, all right, you're done. I don't even know what that is. I don't even think that's best. She's just gonna think you're odd.
You don't even know what an FC is.
Yeah, FC. So yeah, it depends.
Fan club? And then you put two and two together. Hood a fan club. Get the
so would you fold for ace too? All right. I don't know, bro. What are you doing?
That's crazy. All right, let's wait. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let's get into some ball.
Whoa! He got it! He did it!
I did a chat!
What is going on, bro?
He finally did it!
What is going on with y'all today or this week, man? First, Souls, you missed all-time moment. Omar admitted who was wrong.
I did see that. And I clipped it up. And we got a banger from it. You're welcome.
And then you download the sound. Yo, are y'all just is accountability and keeping a buck going on?
Yes.
Oh.
We never had it. No, I'm kidding. It's just getting started. All right. Okay, I don't want to make this the Love Island podcast at all.
Nah,
but we do have an activity about it real quick. We can get some Love Island hate off if that's what we really want to do. All right. This is an activity made by producer Cruz. I don't know. All right. So we're gonna be naming some shows, and it's gonna be up to us to see if it's better or worse than Love Island. Just give your take.
Okay, bet. Let's do it.
All right. Pop the balloon.
YouTube edition? Probably. It's less
YouTube edition. Just YouTube edition.
YouTube edition, probably close 6-7 games. I would say objectively it's better. Yeah, but I gotta take a dig. Netflix edition, Love Island sweeps. Holy, Netflix edition is not close at all.
YouTube edition sweeps Love Island. Netflix edition, the racism alone pushes it past Love Island for me.
Pushes it past? You still think Netflix is better?
Yeah, Netflix is better for the racism alone.
No, it's horrible. That joint is horrible.
Okay. Honestly, I've never watched a full Pop the Balloon episode. I'm gonna take y'all word for it. I've only seen clips. The clips
Arlette specifically is pretty cool or whatever. Sometimes you don't feel like watching it every week, but it's pretty solid.
All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Baddies West.
Love Island sweeps. I can't do baddies. I actually that's the one show that you'll never catch me. Yo, with my girl. No, I don't need no excuses. If I had a girl and she turned on baddies, I'm walking out the room. I don't my brain can't fathom the on-site chaos all within the same hour and a half. Like one girl literally walked to the picnic, introduced herself as whatever her name was, and then punched somebody. It's horrible. I can't do it.
I'm being purely objective. I've never seen Baddies West. So Baddies West is before my time in the Baddies verse. I will have to say Love Island based off of what I know.
But
there's like
you have watched Baddies though, right? Like
I've watched Baddies, yes. I've watched Baddies.
Would you say what you watch is better than Love Island?
Oh yeah, the Baddies shit that I watch is definitely better. But Baddies West specifically, no.
Yeah, I don't know about Baddies West specifically. I'm just talking baddies in general.
If this just said Baddies, I would have had Baddies. But if it's Baddies West, because there's different shows and different ones are better. Baddies West it was before my time. I've heard it was great. I didn't like what I've seen, and it's just not for me.
All right, I've never seen Baddies. I just know about the TikTok sound. Baddies, talk to me.
I know about the shot o'clock, but everybody heard that.
All right, next one. WWE SmackDown.
Oh, WWE got it. Whoa, today?
Yeah, I think this is referring to today SmackDown. All time, definitely SmackDown. But
yeah,
I don't know enough ball about today.
I don't know about. The last time I seen SmackDown was about 2 months ago. I heard they stopped doing 3-hour SmackDowns because they didn't know how to allocate them properly. Current SmackDown, assuming what I've recently seen, probably is still better, but it's not supposed to be close, and it low-key is now because a lot of the people on the screen even are injured or just coming back. So it's SmackDown is 6, but it's still SmackDown.
SmackDown now, SmackDown then, SmackDown tomorrow.
Oh,
it is clearly better. It's clearly better.
You were supposed to say forever. That would have been the bar.
I don't watch this shit, but it's still better.
It's now been forever together. You did the thing. You set the title.
I don't want to do the thing.
Oh, okay.
All right. Next one. What is this? 90 Day 90 Day Fiance. 90 Day Fiance. I'm gonna tell you, 90 Day Fiance pre-Love Island was my most watched reality TV show. This is me and my girl's go-to reality TV show. Peak for peak. Love Island is pushing it. I ain't gonna lie. Love Island is pushing it, boy.
Yeah, have you went against Love Island yet?
SmackDown, he did.
Yeah, SmackDown. I just don't know about Pop the Balloon and
Baddies.
Okay.
Yeah.
I never liked the annoying orange. I'm gonna go with Love Island here.
Yeah. This is another show my girl is addicted to. I know about 90 Day Fiance. I don't personally watch it, but I know about it. I've adjacently heard the things going on.
The verse is big.
It is. It is. I'm going 90 Day Fiance.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not mad at it. I'm definitely not. I see the argument for 90 Day because 90 Day hits, man. 90 Day hits. All right. Love After Lockup.
I don't know anything about this show outside of very vague clips. It seems like it could be hilarious because it's stupid. But if that's with a goal, Love Island may be the greatest show of all time of being hilarious because it's stupid. So I gotta say Love Island because the design of this show, no way it peaks better than the design of Love Island because they don't even have the same goal. So Love Island.
Well, let me tell you now, the design of this show definitely sets it up to be more hilarious than Love Island.
I've seen
Love After Lockup. Oh my God, the situations that motherfuckers get in on this. Yeah, this is peak. Love After Lockup. Easy.
I'm not mad at that. It seems like it would be about in that tier of funny. I just have to see it to believe it because Love Island is so painfully stupid sometimes. It is cinema.
Yeah. Real quick before we move on, Giovanni Drew with another 100. Oh my goodness.
Big G.
Okay. Y'all hate Omar. Y'all hate Omar. It's confirmed. Y'all hate Omar.
Were the super chats like this? The last two pods?
No.
Oh, no, this is
no,
not like
not
this. Not like this. Not like this. They were cool. Not like this though.
Oh my God.
All right, he says, make sure y'all read Glowzak's super chat. Us Geos gotta stick together. Let me go ahead and read his super chat. It's not showing up.
God, Giovanni, like Tanar went crazy, but we ain't disrespecting nobody. Giovanni Drew got like 250 in here.
His super chat is not showing up. I'm not trying to scam right now. God damn.
You see, you looking for Glowzak?
Yeah, Glows.
Someone reply to his. I can't see it either.
Yeah, I cannot see it either. But shout out to
Zach. Just type what you said, bro.
All right. All right. Let's keep on doing the activity. Squid Game season 3 specifically.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen season 3, but I hate the fact that there was even a 2. 2 ended up not being the bad, but just the idea that they're doing it again. Love Island.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Love Island easy, bro. Well, I'm gonna be honest. I haven't watched season 3. I've only watched season 1, but.
I finished season 3, and I am on the minority of actually liking season 3 and the ending. Season 3 was pretty good to me. I'm going Squid Games.
Okay.
Straw.
Love Island Sweeps. This is a horrible movie. This is a horrible movie. It's literally Taraji and Tiana Taylor trying to carry roles, and they do a good job at the role, but the world is just, it's so what can go wrong will go wrong. What could possibly go wrong time in and time out the entire time. It's almost unbelievable. Well, no, it's not almost. It's completely unbelievable. At some point, you just have to sit back and laugh. It's ironic, literally. So, Love Island, for sure.
Damo?
Oh, yeah, this bullshit-ass Tyler Perry movie, man. Love Island. And I haven't seen Straw, and I refuse to see Straw. I'm good. I don't. Again, just because you niggas is talking about it, don't mean I'm gonna watch it. I promise you. I'm not watching this.
Is bad. There was like one person in my chat of like we had like 500 or whatever. And it was one person in chat that kept highlighting their messages and debating that joint, and everybody was like, "Dude, what are you talking about?" like you gotta be Mr. Perry. There is no way that joint is bad, though.
I've only seen clips, and every time I see a clip, it looks like a Darman skit. So I'm gonna go Love Island off of that.
It's pretty bad, dog.
And that is the last one.
Hey, man. Well, Souls, I got one bonus one for you, even though it won't be necessarily the clip. The Office or Love Island?
I'm gonna go to Office, man.
Okay,
I don't want to be a prisoner of the moment, man.
Okay.
I don't want to be a prisoner of the moment. It's just like, I don't know. Like, honestly, I could, especially this season, I could care less about the relationships. It's like the game aspect of the show that's like messy as fuck to me. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
like the challenges and how people get eliminated and like how they
challenges is crazy. I ain't made it to an elimination episode yet. I'm terrified of those.
That's when it gets messy. Because shit like turns around so quick. People change up so fast. That's what's interesting to me about it. But all right, let me not make this a Love Island pod. Let me not.
Yeah, we done. Chat. Trust.
Yeah, we're done. We're done, chat. All right. Let's talk about friend of the show, Armando Wiggins. Okay. Yeah. Moving on from Love Island. This is what we gotta listen. I'm gonna be honest. Ever since the Armando Wiggins clip, I still don't know what he. Well, now I do. I never did. I never knew what he did for content. Now I do, and I'm embarrassed we have enabled this man as much as we did.
Oh no! What did he do?
Oh yeah, okay. I wasn't familiar with his game either until I got familiar with his game, and I was like, "Oh God, this is the."
I thought it was just a funny meme. It was just a funny meme with the community. Armando Wiggins, but
it's too late now.
He's a nasty guy, bro.
No, not Armando.
Yes, right, Armando.
Since you don't know,
I really don't.
Okay. Armando Wiggins is celebrating and getting baptized with baby oil after hearing the Diddy verdict. Now, mind you, this was the clip I saw first, okay? Just Diddy fans celebrate his verdict outside the courthouse. This is another person getting poured baby oil, by the way. Okay, that's enough for that. That's enough. What I didn't realize was this is Armando Wiggins right here.
Oh my God.
This is Armando.
There he is. He supplied the baby oil.
He's just running around with baby oil at all venues
to celebrate Diddy. Let me tell you, the Boondocks is the Black Simpsons, because boy, oh boy, can they not predict what is going to happen. This is literally the R. Kelly trial from the Boondocks episode. Like, this is genuinely what this is. And it's some of the funniest stuff I've seen in a while. With how crazy everyone's gotten with playing with Diddy's name, including me, I don't know what y'all expected. He got found not guilty. You didn't think there was going to be antis to the Diddy hate? You didn't think there was going to be people to be on the opposite end of the spectrum with all the Diddy hate, all the Diddy justice has been getting off for the past year, two? Yes, this was going to happen. And this is just the beginning. Wait until the comedians that's been secretly supporting Diddy come out and get on their podcast and get to talking about it. Wait until Diddy gets out and he get to talk to people for the first time. Oh, it's going to be disgusting.
But before Sage goes, I don't even know how you like secretly do that with all the allegations. Like, how do you secretly be like, okay, like, fuck, Diddy's my guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't clip that.
Clipped.
No.
Chat. It's over. Clipped and shipped, buddy.
Nah, but like, how do you even secretly support this dude, knowing that? Like, what's the angle to support this dude? Can y'all explain? Can someone explain? I don't know. Like, be devil's advocate here for a second. I don't get it.
I think the way that they do it is, what is it on TikTok? One thing's for sure, I'm gonna put on my dancing shoes, then I'm gonna hit the floor, and I'm gonna step the whole night through. They're gonna step for Diddy, man. That's how they defend it. They don't care. People do not care. People have very, 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 very bad morals, and if it's somebody that they like, or somebody that people hate enough so they can get attention for liking this person, they're going to support the person. They're going to look past everything and support the person. People are biased. People are disgusting. People are evil.
Honestly, understand that reality. And I don't even care if you're out there. I mean, I kind of think you're weird, but I don't even care if you stood behind the diddler the entire time. Going out there and pouring baby oil on yourself in a way of celebration or protest. Yo, I love black people, man. Sometimes I just want half of y'all to just go away. just like sometimes just half of y'all, man. Thanos was right. Just no, like no, come on, where is it? There it is, right here. Don't even worry. Sometimes half of y'all just instant, black only. Bow, hello. I just swear, bro. Why do y'all do this stuff, bro? Oh my god.
Now, can we clip that? Like, that was kind of crazy.
Oh my god, bro. You can clip it. I don't care.
No. That's not the clip. That's not the clip.
I was say, yeah.
We got the clip.
They'll probably someone will probably use that unironically. They'll probably blow
this
up.
This dude Domo actually clipped it. Nah, I see you in the top right. Nah. What the fuck? This is crazy.
Yo, but God, bro. Y'all just find a way to just do the dumbest stuff unapologetically. I don't understand it, bro. Yo. Some people in chat, holla type the chat. Yeah, some of you need to be gone for good. Like I hate y'all, bro. Oh my god, why are you putting oil on yourself? You're in public. You're outside of a court system. You're outside of arguably the most law of the land place you can be on the planet is a courthouse, and you're outside. Hey, that's stupid, man. Oh,
Now, Sage. Now, what would you say if there was a content creator who decided to put baby oil all over themselves for their Diddy video?
I don't know why he did that.
What would you say about a person who did that?
What are you doing, bro?
I'm just asking. What would you say about a person that lathered themselves up in 18 bottles of Diddy oil for a video?
I'd be just as confused as I am now.
I feel it.
Type shit, man. Type shit.
Yeah,
you shouldn't even do that if like you're anti, right? Like that's.
You said what?
Yeah,
man.
Lathered in Diddy oil.
Y'all are horrible people. I hope y'all know that. Y'all are horrible people,
man. Okay. Speaking of horrible people, is she even horrible? I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, so this tweet has been making rounds on the timeline. All right, this is streamer Snow Cone. She was at Streamer U. That was her blow up moment. She's made a substantial leap in viewership to be saying stuff like this. But the tweet says, Snow Cone talks about how expensive it is being a content creator. $10,000 Twitch paycheck, $5,000 for travel, $2,000 for rent, $500 for a stream setup, $400 for Wi-Fi IRL toolkit, and then additionally, you need to pay editors. And additionally, shout out to Droopy for the $100. Oh my god!
Yo, another $100.
The big Droop.
How much is this, dog? How much is this? When did y'all get rich?
I don't know, bro.
On the first was 2 days ago, buddy.
I'm poor, Chet. Thank you.
What recession?
That's a fact,
right?
I know this is a poor time to talk about me being poor because of what y'all about to hear, but Chet, thank you, bro. Oh my god.
Going to DreamCon next year, y'all. It's locked. This is crazy.
I can't think about no DreamCon. I gotta think about my room.
All right, let's play the clip here real quick.
Y'all know how expensive it is to keep up with content creation? You can get a 10K check from Twitch. What the fuck is a 10K check when you gotta spend 5K on trips just to travel, $500 on setup shit, fucking $2,000 on your rent, fucking $200 on Wi-Fi, $200 on IRL toolkit. You gotta pay the clippers, pay a YouTube editor. Chat, I don't think y'all realizing I be going into negative doing this shit, okay? Y'all know how
React. She is going into the negatives, making 10 bands a month minimum.
She's going into the negatives because her oofy goofy ass got conned into blowing up in a content style that's not for her, and she scaled up way too quick. 5K on trips? Trick, are you dumb? Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Like, what are we really talking about right now? 5K on, don't take the trips, dumbass. Easy answer. Easy answer. Like, what are we really talking about? 2K in rent, move somewhere cheap. Easy answer. Like, what are we really talking about, bro?
So bored.
2K in rent, move somewhere cheap.
He's so bored, bro. I can't talk so much because I'll be spamming the beat, but you're right there, bro.
They've got a laugh track too in the streams, bro. That shit mad funny.
You're bored, bro.
It's just I don't get it, man. 10K and you busting down half of that to go travel to do what? Okay, I'm done. But I just don't. I'm not getting the complaints. She's clearly a short bus kid. Graduated short bus students are running wild on streaming services. I don't think people are realizing that. We really got to have that conversation. A lot of these people that we are seeing blow up when it comes to streaming, they had 3 people in their classroom when we were in school. They did not go to lunch with us. Okay. They ate mayonnaise for lunch, and now we're giving them microphones. Like, I don't.
This was an instrument. Okay.
Damn. Let me say this before Sage goes, man. I've been really thinking about it as a former person who tried to stream. I feel like I've done all forms of content, bro. I personally feel like, and respect to Sage because obviously he's the streamer out of the 3 of us. One day we'll really look back and look at the streamer boom and really say to ourselves, oh my goodness, this was the most inefficient way to create content ever. And I think right now the argument is that it actually is the most efficient way, right? You go live, you cut shit up, you don't have to edit everything. But the overhead to become a successful streamer, because I don't think she's lying about some of the things that she said. Like, some of these things are necessary to grow as a streamer. But like, it's just so inefficient. The game of streaming, specifically on Twitch, and the meta now is just insane. Streaming is the only form of content creation, and I'm specifically talking about Twitch streaming here. I understand you can stream on other platforms, where the meta to grow is to grow on other platforms so that you can transfer that audience to another platform. No other form of content, you have to do that. Whether you're a TikToker, whether you're a YouTuber, whether you're a podcaster. I understand podcasting, growing your audio audience is a little bit different. But you can grow a full podcast on YouTube and succeed. That's all you got to do. Streaming is the only one where not only do you have to grow big on another platform, but you have to transfer that over to Twitch to start making money, to start making the audience. To me, it's the most inefficient way to actually grow as a content creator. And it's unfortunate because of this boom that there's like a generation of content creators that believes that streaming is so much of the wave that other ways to create content is a waste of time to them. They're not even looking at YouTube. They're not even looking at TikTok. They're not even looking at all these different avenues because to them, oh, Kai Cenat's popping, DDG's popping, all these motherfuckers are popping. This gotta be what I gotta do. But in reality, your skill set, like what Damo said, might probably is better fit in a different style of content. Like, she's killing it on TikTok. I don't know why she can't just keep doing that. But hey, people have different aspirations, though.
How often is she buying equipment? Because Cardia made a very good point. Equipment should be a single time purchase. How are we equating that into every check you get in a month? You paying for equipment. How much equipment are you losing or breaking when you're traveling that you got to keep getting IRL setups and shit like that? Like, I don't know, man. That shit's dumb.
Yeah.
Well, as the stream of the platform, what Biso says is definitely interesting, but I'm not even going to necessarily harp on that too much outside of just the fact that it's always good to have knowledge and the ability to create your own stuff. That's why I'm kind of on like a pseudo rebellion on my own channel, even of just doing reactionary content and recording offline. But to talk about this woman here, I don't know her from a can of paint, but damn, you gave one of the worst takes I've heard in my life. And it sucks because it kind of stems from those people that kind of like have it better, but then try to cry, woe is me all the time. Yes, I even told my joke this podcast of, oh my God, I'm poor, LOL. But that's just because I'm like, you know, a new homeowner. I'm struggling to adapt to that. That's what that is more than anything else. I'm not sitting here expecting somebody who's watching this on their phone in the car and doesn't even have a house that, hey, I'm poorer than you. That's just fucking weird. But she's going about it that way. And when you break it down, it almost is contradictory as well. Either that or something I'll say at the end. You talk about $400 Wi-Fi and IRL toolkit. Don't know why you're doing that. don't know why you're doing that, but we'll talk about that later. I'll believe her there. $500 stream setup. I actually think, if anything, you're downplaying that, or I would hope you're downplaying that. Your PC, your monitors, your camera, all that stuff. You're paying $400 a month for Wi-Fi. I'd assume your PC's at least 2 bands at that point. But as Cardiac said, as Damo said, it should be a one-time purchase. That should not be a monthly thing. So the money should more than even out by the end of the year. If not, you obviously significantly profit. Rent. Everyone pays rent, if not a mortgage. What are we doing? That is not a streamer exclusive thing that you go through. So you get that out of there. And obviously the eye popper, $5,000 in travel. And this is kind of where I'm going to just go ahead and say that Damo is like, if not hit it on the head, kind of alluding to what I was going to say. She thinks she's bigger than what she necessarily is at this moment in time. She could be bigger than me. I don't know who this woman is, but she's making 10 bands on Twitch. Probably is bigger streamer than me, but definitely you're definitely taking yourself at a point that you don't need to be in. You're trying to pull off Kai shit, DDG shit, or stuff from other creators that you don't need to be doing right now. That's not you trying to go all the way to the All-Star game, dog. You got in the NBA. Congratulations. Now go hoop. Like, but I don't know why you're trying to do all of that. This shouldn't be an issue for you. You need to scale to where you're at in your career. And I think while aspiring to be great is always something passionate, you don't need to essentially have negatives in your account if you're telling the gospel truth. You don't need to have negatives in your account trying to create content. If anything, content creation should always be a blessing for people. Everyone aspires to, and despite calling everyone a loser for a time and a time out, everybody's always talking about, damn, I wish I could just play the game and go live, because that's how fun and easy it should be. It shouldn't be something that, oh my God, I'm spending 10 bands a month. The worst thing and point that I say for the very, very end, I know I said last earlier, but I missed one, is paying editors. That's where the contradiction is. So you're not going to mention your YouTube check. You're not, and also you're paying editors vaguely. You didn't even mention how much you're paying them, which is fine. That's their business. But yeah, you have another YouTube check then. If you're making 10 bands on Twitch, I'd assume you're making at least 3 on YouTube. Let's say Twitch is a bigger platform. I'm assuming at least 3, 2 on YouTube. If not,
let's not forget TikTok.
Then let's not forget TikTok. Man, I just don't like that. I don't have disdain for this woman. Don't know from campaign. Probably won't ever talk about her again. But I just don't like when these things happen, when streamers cry, woe is me, and they have one of the best jobs you could possibly have in 2025. Come on.
To be fair, I did just look up her YouTube channel. She's purely paying for TikTok editors. She has, was it 7K subs? She putting like 2K views a clip.
So at that point, you need to also then, and this is just advice, granted, again, probably at a higher floor than me, but maybe not. You need to invest in your YouTube. If you're streaming on Twitch, I understand TikTok is the best way to gain followers and subscribers and stuff, but you need to be somehow, some way taking that content, even if it's just shorts content, to YouTube. What are we doing?
Yeah, it's nasty out here, man. It's nasty out here.
Super nasty.
Yeah, I'm not. I keep saying it because I just shut shoulders about the person, but I just don't like when streamers have done this. Don't get me wrong. When streamers say, "Yo, it's hard to sit there and deal with 5,000 people calling you a bitch and all that other stuff," that's fine. That's just genuine mental conversations, and that's fine. But don't sit there knowing that someone just sent you $100 2 minutes ago. Tell those individuals, yeah, man, life is hard financially. He just saw you say, "Oh, thank you, Glowzak, for the 10 gifted." What are we doing? What are we doing? I don't like that stuff at all, man.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, that's my bigger problem. Is like, especially as me and you, we've been in the game for like a minute now, and we have gone through the phase of like trying to legitimize our business, not only to like the public, but to specifically our family members. And these are the points that like delegitimize what we do. Like these are the points. Like when the streamer versus 9 to 5 conversation happened, that was also another point of like, bro, what the fuck are y'all doing, bro? Like it's one thing to like recognize the hardships of being a content creator, because they definitely exist, but to make points that clearly come off as like entitled ass motherfuckers, or people who minimize other people's struggles to prop up their own, like that's where it just gets corny to me. But
yeah, it gets corny
And
there.
so-
Go ahead, Damo.
I was gonna say, and so soon after being on streaming university, like you ain't even been around that long bit. Like, let's be real. I understand a lot of the times it's not the message, it's the messenger. But this is one of the occasions where the messenger and the message is basura. Trash. Like, you knew. This is your first 10K check. Like, what are we talking about? And you mad because you set yourself up to fail. You set yourself up. You just scaled up way too quick. And this is coming from someone who we scaled up relatively fast at points.
I've done
and
that.
We didn't even scale up to the level that I can't imagine scaling up in that way. Like, that's crazy.
Is devious.
5K and traveling.
Like I stole that from chat, but or like dead ass. Are you going out of the country every time you have an IRL stream? You understand the amount of stuff people really overestimate what makes a good clip in 2025. If we really have to do that, because I've always argued that certain levels of streamers are just dangerously lazy and certain are actually really good. There is certainly a way to not spend $5,000 a month on travel as an IRL streamer and have good content. You can stay anywhere in your local area and do things that people haven't done. A lot of people haven't gone to a gun range. A lot of people ain't been to a paint bar, a museum. These are things that you can probably drive 40 minutes max and get that done. You don't need to go to Bora Bora, Turks and Caicos, Cancun, Jamaica, get on this cruise, go to Italy, all that stuff to make clips.
But it's not even like she's doing that. And I was gonna say, on the 5K and travel, she's doing it in the most inoperable way too. Like, she's doing it though. She's traveling in the wrong way. She's spending money on unnecessary tickets, like seats on planes. She's getting unnecessarily expensive hotels, because, to be honest, and I don't watch her content, but I would assume if she's doing this traveling, she's traveling to see other content creators or other people in the niche of what she's doing. I doubt she's just Turks and Caicos for the weekend. Here's the stream. Like, I don't think she's doing that type of traveling. I don't think she's doing vacation traveling. So you're telling me you're spending $5K a month taking a flight to LA so you can walk around and be in LA to see DDG or whatever boat party there is, so you can then go fly down to Miami, rent out a B&B for the weekend so you can get this other stream of you kicking it with Aiden or whoever it is, a streamer adjacent person. And that's just the content. Like, that's what she's spending money, $5,000 worth of doing that type of traveling. That's insane.
I think This kind of goes to a point. I forgot who said it. I think it was actually Marquez Brownlee. I ain't gonna lie, the GOAT. He said one of the best things to ever happen to him was never having a viral moment. Like he slowly built his platform up to the point where like his floor just kept on raising. And I think what Streamer University did, as good as it was, and I'm not hating on it. I still support moving forward.
We already had that
conversation. We've already had that conversation. I feel like the sudden blow ups for certain creators and streamers is a little bit too much, a little bit too sudden. And we know working with smaller content creators, being smaller content creators, especially at that stage, you just get fed information and you just take it as truth. So for her, looking at what everyone else is doing around her, this is what she has to do to make it as a content creator. She doesn't even know, and this goes back to my point earlier. She doesn't know the other ways you can make content and be more efficient with it. And like because I made a TikTok about it. People in the comments, oh, she has to do this to blow up. Y'all are on the same boat. You don't need to spend 5 bands a month to fucking make 10K. I've done it before. All right. Maybe not now, but I've done it before. You do not need to spend 5 bands a month to travel to make 10 bands. Like, no, that's just no.
Yeah, I'm just like, even with travel, is she booking last minute? Maybe is she like the day of booking the tickets? I would hope not. Again, I don't want to sit there and get into like an assumption thing with her, because hypothetically she sees this. We don't know anything about what you're doing.
I think I think she was just quickly yapping. Like, those numbers are probably inaccurate as fuck.
She's just thinking about how to break down 10,000 so it doesn't sound like much after. That was
100%. It's just. I just think what would be really beneficial if she's feeling this way is to slow down, because I needed to do this too. So, dead ass, slow down, decide what you want to do and what's going to work for you in the long run. As Bezos had that, I don't know. No, I actually don't think it was with Bezos. I had this conversation in depth with Caleb. Shout out to Caleb. And we were talking about what we like in the YouTube sphere. Do you like when channels are 2K, like new channels? You're 200 view, 40 view, 10K, 1K, 50K. Do you like those kind of growths, or do you like and it may take longer, but you go from 10 to 20 to 30 to 40 to 50 to 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, and thus forth? And I'm definitely for a while, and especially the way I got put on, I was just a random, oh shit, bullseye guy. But over time, I was like, now that I think about it, to make sure that I have a floor that doesn't expect me to do the roar, do the one thing, and then kind of just say, whatever, or I don't have to get caught up in this loop like how Aiden did with the rappers at one point, where I have to keep one-upping myself. You definitely want to slow burn it. So it's all fine and dandy to slow down, take your time, financially 100%, and just keep making consistent content that works for you, that does not require that much. I understand the checks might dwindle a bit. They probably won't, which is crazy, but the checks might dwindle a bit, but you gotta slow down. There ain't no reason all the money you getting from Twitch is going right back out the window, unless you have a very clear-cut long-term plan. And if by your conversations that seems like expenses are going to continue to rise as your checks rise, then what are we doing?
Facts.
Got a little nerdy there, Chad, but I try to keep it as unnerdy as I can because I'm not a nerd.
Nerd that shit up. Fuck it.
I'm not like A+ financial literacy. I'm like a B- student, but that's just not even finance. That's just common sense. It's dead logic.
Yeah. But hey, there's a lot of bad information out there, bad educators out there. So
for sure,
it is what it is, man. You just gotta stick through the bullshit. All right, let's go ahead and move on, man. Let's actually talk some hoops.
I love this. This is what I'm looking for.
This will
be the best hooper.
God, man. Also on a cruise, that a basketball hoop.
You
want to hoop? You can hoop on a cruise too.
You play randoms?
That is true. You can hoop on the cruise.
No, I didn't. But you can do it. You can do anything on a cruise stage.
No, I've been on a cruise. I know. I just ain't been on a cruise at the age of 21 up. So
all I'm saying, let's keep it a cruise, man. Community cruise, I think would be the most. Yes, you do.
I have no reason to go.
A community cruise?
Oh, community cruise.
Yes, community cruise.
Let's go on a cruise and go crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Come on, Mark, if you're listening. What? I thought y'all was talking about y'all. I'm about to say, nah, that's the wife. That's the couples trip. I sit there and stream and y'all go.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie.
Bruh.
Can we talk? Can we please give us some yap? I don't know if you got to be out here by 10:30. Can we please talk about this? That clip that came out of the should I bring a shorty to my man's wedding? There were so many people in the comments that understood completely. It is okay if you got homies that are in relationships, if they're doing couples things. You can bring a shorty. It would make sense to bring a girl.
Just not the wedding, though. That's all that was. I understand the cruise.
If we did a cruise, and fuck, let's keep it a buck. If we did a core 4 cruise, but we wanted to all bring our girls, I know Omar's gonna say no, but regardless, we're bringing our women. Would you bring a chick to the cruise?
If I had the possibility of doing so, probably. I wouldn't go alone.
Okay. I was worried.
What the hell? Why would you be worried? I'm not gay. I just
Hey. I know you're not. Hey, Sage. I know you're not gay, gang. Sage. Listen. I know you're not gay, Sage. Come on, twin. I know you're not. But you might just be on some. I'm not bringing some chick around some around the guy like. The same argument you was using for the wedding, I understand now it's just because of the theme of the wedding, but I felt like you would probably just use that same argument. It'll be like, oh, these niggas will think she's a stranger. It'll seem like a stranger's coming or whatever it is.
I feel that, but nah, that's different. It's just, my logic was the wedding, that's like, you want pictures with friends, family, people you love. I ain't gonna bring no random person there. But when it's like, cruise, yeah. I'm keeping it PG, man.
I don't want to be no random bitch.
I'm keeping it PG, man.
Yo.
Keeping it PG, man.
Listen, man, let's keep it about community cruise. I'm pushing for it, chat. I just want y'all to know this is my public announcement that I'm pushing for this behind the scenes. Let's keep it a buck community cruise, man. We can do this.
There's like a college vibe to it too, because like, you know what I'm saying? Everyone next to each other, you know.
I don't know.
It's fire, bro.
Because we would probably just
literally we got off the ship. It was like, man, what's next year looking like, man? Like, damn, it must be a yearly thing. It might be a yearly thing for real.
We would have to like just all bombard a like really public big ass cruise though. I don't think we got the money to just keep it a buck boat. I don't think we got to keep it a boat out there. I don't think we got that. It's a lot of money.
Them shits are billions of dollars.
That's what I'm saying, Chad. Ain't nobody got that. AMP fantastic. Yeah, see, AMP might be able to finesse that. They got that AMP card probably 8th world wonder, but
also I never realized how big cruises actually were.
Oh no! I've been on a cruise. That's why I was thinking about what you said. It's just how do you vacation? Because I used to be, and I ain't gonna lie, Chad. I know this is some of y'all. I used to be like the loser of the vacation. I don't leave the resort. But then I've evolved to, okay, for 3 days, I'll be tired. Day 4, let's go do stuff. Now I'm trying to decide. I need to travel more because I need to see if I'm the relaxed vacation guy or I want to go everywhere vacation guy.
I'm definitely a relaxed dude.
I think I'm relaxed.
That's why I like the cruise because like,
and that would be the cruise, yeah.
It's like just chill. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But apparently the cruise you went on, that's the one you go on if you want to get lit for real. But even
no. There's some freaks on the cruises.
There were people that I saw at least like 4 women twerking a day, just like on the 4th floor. Hey, we outside. Yeah, we're definitely outside. We're in the middle of the fucking ocean.
Yeah, I'm about to say we're not inside.
We're definitely not inside.
Even when I'm inside, I'm not inside. We are on a boat.
Yeah, man. All right. Let's talk some more. Okay, man. Let's talk about the second apron, and hopefully Damo gets back in time for this. Okay, so free agency is kicked off, and it's definitely been one of the most active free agencies of all time. Shams alluded to it before it even went live, and it definitely lived up to the hype. Not only was it just the free agents being signed, but the trades happening during this time span, absolutely insane. KD getting traded today. DeAndre Ayton just got signed by y'all Lakers. You know what I'm saying? Salute, y'all found y'all center. Yeah, but that's not the convo though.
Right.
The convo is the second tax apron. Now, this has been a conversation that has been going on throughout the league over this last year, specifically because it pretty much kicks in. Did it already kick in? Or it either already has kicked in or is going to kick in next year. So for those who don't know what the second tax apron is, it kicks in $17.5 million above the luxury tax line, about $182 to $83 million this season. Once you're over it, the league treats you as if you've smacked into a soft hard cap. Okay. So essentially, once you get to the second tax apron, you are hit with a bunch of restrictions as a team and how you can move. One of them is like when you make a trade, you can only trade one player at a time. So, the Celtics were over the second tax apron. If they were going to trade Drew Holiday, you cannot ship Drew Holiday and Sam Hauser to make the contracts match with some other team. It just has to be Drew Holiday. I believe you can still add draft picks, but like these are the type of restrictions. Also on top of that, after the second tax apron, I believe like every dollar you're over, like you have to pay like $8 in taxes. I definitely fucked up that number, but it's insane. And it's a very big reason as to why like owners specifically don't want to be in the second tax apron. And also, you don't have a taxpayer MLE, so you can't add a $7 to $8 million rotation piece in the middle of the summer, which is a big part of roster construction nowadays. And a lot of people are looking at one CJ McCollum and I believe Grant Williams.
I have seen a ton of CJs.
And Garrett Temple. They always forget about Garrett Temple.
A lot of the NBPA guys as people who have ruined the league because they were the guys representing the Players Association going into the CBA agreement, and they mutually agreed, with the NBA and its owners for these terms. And a lot of people have been making the case that, it's had some bad effects. It has ruined our league. And some have actually taken the anti to that take, saying it has actually saved our league. This is actually the league that we want. And y'all are bitching for no reason. So react.
I'm gonna be honest. I agree. I am seeing the actual effects that the second apron is having on teams and team construction and what people are being paid in the offseason, which is the biggest thing to me. Like, I was sitting there thinking, man, Shea really is getting paid $70 million a year. But guys off the bench are making bench player money. 2 years, 13 mil, 3 years, 27 mil. Luke Cornett getting 10 mil a year. No one is getting Luol Deng and Timothy Mozgovs like that. The guys that are getting paid a little bit more, low-key deserve it. I haven't seen one contract where I just looked at it and said, ooh, that much? Everything's been relatively underwhelming. Trey Mann's extension, underwhelming. Like, no crazy kind of money. All because teams are so scared of that second apron. So I don't know much about it. I'm just seeing the effects that it's having. It's causing parity. It's causing teams to make decisions, make moves, come off of guys, do things that you got to do to continue to run your establishment and run your business the way that you need to. I'm all for that. I am so sick of the super team era. The super team era was ridiculous, and this helps that player empowerment argument, well, the anti-player empowerment type of people, the people that are sick of players dictating where they go and having so much power with these teams and organizations. Now, these teams are getting guys up out of there. You will be rookies getting traded. Oh, here we go.
Wait a damn minute. Wait a damn minute. You have triggered my trap card, buddy. Aren't you Mr. player empowerment, specifically with the draft class, Mr. I don't know if I can say it, but Ace Bailey should be crying because this is not the 60s anymore. He should be able to decide where he goes. He should be able to demand more money. He should be crying and bitching because he's not playing broke ball. So
that
why
has nothing. I'm not against it. I said what's going on is a good argument for the people that are arguing that. I don't know what anything you just said. It's not me, but I can acknowledge a good argument. I can't be objective in conversations. I can acknowledge when there's a good argument out there against something that I may believe or I may feel. And I never specified what I feel in particular with what I said. So the trap card thing, I don't know what you're pulling a trap card for.
That for some reason now because you are pro this now. Like you specifically said you like these changes. And you randomly brought up a point that you don't agree with to support that argument. What the hell? What the hell, Yante? What the hell, Burt? What the fuck?
Again, it's called being objective, which us mature professional debaters can do. You were never on a debate team, I wasn't like a nationally ranked debater, but I was on a debate team. So there's always a level of objectivity I can have in any argument. You wouldn't know nothing about that because you weren't on the team, buddy.
But no one asked you to make an objective argument. I am asking for your subjective take. Again, what the hell?
Are you asking for that?
Yes.
You didn't ask me anything.
I said, Damo, react. How do you feel about this? That's all I said.
And that's it. And I told you what I thought about the second apron. What's the problem here?
The objectivity is the problem.
Yeah. Trap card my ass, buddy. This is crazy.
It's going to the discard pile. Go ahead, Sage.
Man, you're disgusting. I'm mad you. Anyway, nah, man. I want to sit here and I need to work on this mid-level of my creator ability of not being able to fake clips. But I ain't gonna lie. I really want to stand on the soapbox of me saying, y'all don't know what y'all want, bro. Y'all hated super teams. You like the early 2000s hoops where characters like Kobe, LeBron, Melo, and then just a bunch of role players can get it done. Now that you have a league that is clearly going to cater towards that, because it's going to take some time for some good situations, bad situations, and everything in between to adjust to that new era and new layout and format of basketball. Now it's, my team's stinky now. I hate it here. Man, y'all don't know what y'all like, bro. Y'all, I seen the tweets when it was happening. When the finals was happening. I miss super teams, man. Bring back the Warriors. But then y'all hate Kevin Durant to this day. How is that literally possible? I'm telling y'all, man. The second apron is definitely going to be an adjustment period, bare minimum. Everyone can agree on that. I think the problem is a lot of people are impatient and desire instant gratification in pretty much everything they want and do. So you're going to see weird trades, weird scenarios. Teams like the Boston Celtics, who you thought would be contenders for at least 5 straight years, kind of hit the button out of nowhere because the league is going to change. You're either going to take that hit and just say, screw it, or you're not. And if you're not going to do that, you're going to have to make drastic changes right now so you can be a competent franchise going forth. I'm truly excited to see which GMs can adapt. I don't know how that's not a takeaway for most people, but I understand I'm weird. It can be annoying. Now the only thing is players who have contracts currently that may be a little bit over the top, as Dama was saying, because role players now are getting paid like role players. For some people that means higher, some people that means lower. That's up to you. But now it's a situation of those overpaid guys being seen as burdens more than at the time being seen as just honest benefits, if not saviors of franchises. Teams like the Lakers, obviously, the Grizzlies with the Desmond Bain stuff. These players that were overpaid but worked for us, now they don't work for you anymore. And that's why people are bitter about it. But I don't think long-term, hell, even right now, I don't think this is an issue at all. It's just going to see who adjusts and gets good at the game. And I'm all for that.
I think for me, I agree with both of y'all in terms of like, as a viewer, there's definitely positives to the second tax apron with, teams getting better, this, that, and that. Like, I agree with a lot of what y'all said. But I think for me, especially because, like, there's a players association involved, Like, I'm just thinking about it from like an employer perspective. Should we be rooting for something that takes away money from, you know what I'm saying, from the players and gives more money back to the owners? Like, is that something we should actively
Why
be
does
rooting
it
for?
why does it have to coherently take away from the players? If you're good enough to be a max player to a franchise, they're going to pay you the max regardless. If they're not going to do that, then they're not going to do that. Now, sure, we can argue the ability of a supermax, the idea of a supermax may need to change. I'll give you that. It does seem like theoretically anybody with a superstar already getting paid a max and then a rookie that blows up, he's going to be really good and he's about to get a super max. Now it's like, damn, that guy probably won't get that contract unless they're willing to just say screw the rest of the roster. But I personally think you need to draft better, low key. Like, that's my hot take. Draft better at 20, draft better at 30. But even if that can't be acceptable, that'd be the only good counterpoint to me in this. That maybe the idea of having to stay with a team for 7 years to get that super duper max, maybe that needs to theoretically change if the idea of a co-star never being able to get that money and only SGA, only Jokic, only Luka gets that dollars. Now, what's going to sound messed up, and I'm going to let Damo talk here. Some people will argue that should be the case. Some people will argue, gang, Clay matters a lot. He should never make Steph money. Some people will argue, because the first thing that comes to my mind in this situation, hey, Jet and J-Dub deserve a lot. They should never sniff SGA money. So maybe that's a scenario. Maybe you need to be good at acquiring free agents that can do similar things to those players when it's time to pay those players. But that's just me. But I do think the Supermax idea may need to be revised. I'll give you that for sure.
I'm not a player. I'm not a professional basketball player. Never have been. Wish I was. I'm a fan. I peaked as a fan. And I'm a fan of the game and a fan of a team first. So my biggest concerns is what helps this team create the best roster to win the championship. And that is financial flexibility. So yes, I am all for Luke Cornett getting paid the money he deserves versus being able to go out there and get $22 million from the Utah Jazz because he just could as Luke Cornett. We are well past that. I am thinking of what helps a team because I am a fan of a team. I am a Lakers fan. And if you look around the league at what bad teams are doing, that is the effect of the second apron. You are looking at some of these bad teams now, instead of just waste money on a player that is going to be impossible to move, they are actually getting the Charlotte Hornets, hey, trash team, garbage franchise, whatever you want to say. They have made signings that have made sense. They have made trades that have made sense. They have brought on names that have made sense. They don't want to just waste money. I get it. The Nets are doing things that make sense for the Nets. There are teams that are just bottom of the barrel that we're seeing as tanking teams. Now they're making more smart decisions versus anything. On top of that, this is a result of the players. Chandler Parsons, this is your fault. Ben Simmons, this is your fault. Joel Embiid, this is your fault. Timothy Mozgov, Luol Deng, this is your fault. Mike Conley setting the market at the time he set the market, this is your fault. So y'all want to blame? I'm not mad at the situations that the players caused themselves. CJ McCollum, this is your fault. Garrett Temple, Grant Williams, this is the players' fault.
Wait, how is that the players' fault? That's the owner's fault. They, at the end of the day, they still have to end up. They still have to put the offer on the table. You
That's fine. These guys have to perform up to that expectation. If you don't perform to the expectation, it's your fault when everyone looks around like we wasted so much money just giving guys money because of whatever the case is. Now we got to be a little cheap. Y'all got to earn it. I'm all of the camp of if you're out here winning awards, you're out here being a superstar-esque, hell, bare minimum all-star. I feel like all-stars are max level players. If you're able to play at an all-star level or rate, you should be able to get paid max level or equivalent money. But if you are Lance Stevenson, I'm sorry, gang. I don't want you making 20 mil. Sorry, Lance.
No.
And you're my guy.
I get where you're coming from. My thing is like, okay, let's just the CBA agreement, whenever it happens, the CBA summit. I don't even know if that's how it works. All right, Mark Cuban and the guys get together. You know, Mark Cuban on one side, CJ McCollum, Jaylen Brown, Grant Williams on the other side. Owners go up to CJ McCollum. Yo, man, like, y'all getting paid too much. Like, we can't afford these contracts. On the other side, you right. Don't pay us as much. Like, that just sounds crazy to me. Like, what the fuck? Like, as a representative of the players, your prerogative should always be putting more money in our pockets. Full stop. Like, the owners and their mistakes, that is something they have to deal with. But your job as the people representing us is to negotiate the best terms for us. Fuck what the owners want. Because they're going to be the ones that will always have billions of dollars. These are billionaires. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I think someone even made the argument that, like, despite all the money LeBron has made with, like, his NBA contracts, the actual value he's brought to the league, he is still being massively underpaid by his NBA contracts. And I'm just like, if you're the players union, why would you put in terms that would make it harder for, well, maybe not LeBron, but hopefully y'all get where I'm going with this. But
I get where you're going. I'm not saying I get where you're going. I would just argue, then y'all should, look at eliminating the salary cap in general, because that's the only thing that'll fix that. With a salary cap in place, there's no way LeBron will be able to get paid enough to reap the benefits of all the money he's brought to the league. It just won't happen. It's just not, the system isn't designed that way, nor should it be designed. It shouldn't be designed that way. I'm sorry, you have a talent, and to be able to receive this generational wealth with this talent, you got to come play in our house. If you want to get paid for your talent, you got to come play in our house. And in our house, we're going to pay you what we're going to pay you. And if the world is going to, if you're worth triple, quadruple, whatever, that's fine. It's still our house. Go play somewhere else. And players don't want to do that. It's the same thing as the UFC. Look, you can complain about the contracts, you complain about the pay if you want to. It's a reason why the UFC is the UFC. If money meant that much, you'll go fight. If you had that much pride, you stand on to go fight somewhere else. The players, it's a reason why they agreed to it. Because a lockout is not what they want. Holding out is not what they want. Now, personally, that's what I think you should have did. Once they started getting to the point to where it's like, you're talking about a bunch of losers that's putting in a rule to prevent winning teams from winning. So let's not talk about the collusion that's going on with that, but I digress. A bunch of losers put in this rule. They weren't thinking about taking money out of our pockets. They were thinking, yeah, no more Warriors, buddy. That LeBron shit, it's over. Got Parity back. Any man can, honestly, CJ McCollum was probably smiling ear to ear when Tyrese Halliburton was in the finals. He said, "This is why we have this in place."
Hey, he was getting cooked by the Warriors for years. I ain't gonna lie. So if the pitch to him was no more KD Warriors, CJ McCollum.
Bet. John Hancock signature.
Where do I sign?
Come on. So that's all it is. They weren't thinking about the money being cut from their pockets. They were thinking, we are never going to experience what we experienced that 8-year stretch ever again. We won't subject the future generations to that bullshit.
No, I'm thinking about it now. Grant Williams and with Jaylen Brown in the same room. No more Warriors? Bet. There's a bunch of Warriors haters in the fucking
just a bunch of Braun fans in the room. Just like
Garrett Temple whole career has been against super teams. That nigga was quick to sign it. What? Thank you.
Yeah,
sounds like me can get some tick now. Thank you.
Yo. I just think like people are overreacting to this because one, everyone doesn't fully understand it yet. It's not been like, it's introduced, obviously, it's a thing right now, but it hasn't had its tenure. It hasn't had its 2K adjustment to it and all that other stuff. So everyone is still like learning about it. And that's, people are scared to just learn new stuff. That we've already had that conversation 2 pods ago. I just think like people bring up a team like OKC or a team like the Cavs or whatever that have those 3 guys, and it's like, okay, well, does the third guy just lose money? That's up to the owner. Do you want to be that guy that, despite all warnings, play 3 players max amount of dollars possible, and then from that point on have the vet minimums and try to win a championship? I don't think that's a good idea. So that guy, the third guy, hey gang, sorry, you gotta go. And then the question is, well, dang, does that owner need to continue to be excellent because you've hit on 3 draft picks? Do they need to continue doing it? Yes. Actually, yes. That's what I would argue. It's not punishing them, as someone in playback chat is saying, when it comes to the Thunder and J-Dub and Chet and SGA. It's not punishing them for being good at the game. Keep being good at the game. Especially with the Thunder specifically, you got like 90 picks. If you can't consistently build a 15-man roster, to be honest, you only need like 9, 10. A 10-man roster with all of those picks, excess amount of dollars coming in and out of the books, you have, man, what are you doing? Continue greatness. Get good at the game. Y'all are afraid of your NBA becoming a GM's game. Players, obviously, at the end of the day, will always determine wins and losses. But y'all are afraid of it becoming a coach's and GM's game when, like, that's damn near all sports outside of one-to-one combat. It's just how it is. Coaching and management of talent matters more than it ever has. And that puts fear of God in y'all. I don't like that, man. I don't like that for y'all. Y'all really like seeing your glorious king go out there with BS rosters and just being like, hey, man, Glorious King 1, Glorious King 2, Glorious King 3, they all get buckets, LOL plus ratio. Dog, y'all have literally clowned KD for trying to do that for years. Y'all have literally clowned the Suns for years. I don't know why y'all are obsessed with star power equals wins. No, bro, that's changed. It is what it is. Get over it. It's done with.
Before we move on, we do have a visual explanation of the second tax apron for those who still don't get what we're talking about here. Let's go ahead and watch this.
About a week ago, this is what the Celtics salary cap looked like for next season. They were not only over the cap, but also the luxury tax and both aprons. To avoid the apron penalties like restricted access to player acquisitions and limited trade flexibility, and to avoid a big tax bill.
Oh, well. Can you go back to where it showed the penalties were for going to the second apron? I'm about to say, this is what a lot of people don't really know. So no access to the buyout market, which is crazy. No access to mid-level exception players. No, what is that?
Aggregating contracts.
Aggregating contracts.
So that's the, you can't have 2 players in the trade thing that I was talking about.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
No trading cash and the first round pick. What?
Frozen at 30?
Frozen at 30. So no matter what, you could be a first round exit. You could be the worst team in the league.
If the
Your
team
pick
remains
is
in the second
30.
apron. Yo, that
Dang. Yeah, I wouldn't want that either.
That ain't crazy. Yo, come on, bro. If I'm a player and CJ McCollum went into that fucking room and signed that shit, come on, bro.
That is harsh. Wait, what does that asterisk one say? Hold on, it's fine print. If the team remains in the second apron for 2 years.
Yeah, so you can be in the second apron for 1 year and like your pick won't be frozen. The second year, you're gonna be.
So if you are a super team. Oh my God, he wrote that with super team intent. So yeah, lock that 30 the first year, chat. You're fine. So let's say you go over the apron. Let's say you win a championship, you go over the apron, you win another championship. You can still draft whatever. That third year, you're cooked. that like going into third season, you're cooked. Dang, that's definitely super team clause. Yeah,
I just didn't know all the restrictions, so I'm glad we were able to see that
for real.
And the owner's tax bill as well is insane once you get over the second tax.
Yeah, you said 8%.
It's like for every dollar you go over the second tax apron, I think owners have to pay like $3 or for every dollar. And mind you, we're talking about millions of dollars. So if we're 10 million over the tax apron, someone got to pay 30 million. It may be even more, maybe less, but. Just tax. Like,
imagine you find that owner that just really loves basketball and he's like, do it. I don't care.
Yeah.
Restricted access to player acquisitions and limited trade flexibility, and to avoid a big tax bill, they traded Drew Holiday to the Portland Trailblazers for a couple second-round picks and Anthony Simons. That lowered their total payroll a little bit, but then they followed that up by trading Kristaps Porzingis to the Atlanta Hawks for another second-round pick and George Niang. That significantly lowered their payroll to below the second apron, avoiding the penalties, and importantly, saving their new owner nearly $200 million in luxury tax, according to Bobby.
Yeah, $200 million in tax penalties just by being 10 million. So yeah, it may be like straight up like $8 for every dollar.
I don't usually feel bad for like absurdly rich people because you're absurdly rich, but I'd cry in the car about that one. I ain't gonna lie. Woo!
Marks. Finally, though, they added a little bit more salary in the draft, selecting Hugo Gonzalez with the 28th pick. Now, despite being under the second apron, they're still at over $200 million in payroll for next season. So we'll see if they make any other moves through the rest of the offseason.
Yeah, they are.
They should.
They gotta
be.
be.
It kind of just doesn't make any sense for y'all to stop. But yeah, I think that it's just, I'm seeing some arguments right now. One saying it's not about basketball. One saying, well, no, bro, I don't want my GMs to determine my franchise's success. I just like, I don't even know how to argue against that. I just like completely check out on that. Like, I want the team, the well-constructed team to win. And if a star overcomes those odds, awesome. I don't know how we want a league where it rewards, not even just rewards the idea of tanking per se, but you essentially can be inept for a decade and a half. You get this one guy in the draft, he's him. And then now you just win plus ratio. That just seems whack. Theoretically, like that kind of is like what I think these arguments are sounding like. And that just seems very corny. You just sit there, keep drafting until you hit on the guy who's just inevitable. It's just like Superman out the draft. Now you get to sit there and be like, good franchise. No, you're an awful franchise.
I want to bring up that. I want to bring up two questions here because Damo made a point earlier about how, you know, the second tax apron is going to create parity in the league. But also like the idea that I think Sage brought this up, the idea that like big three paid super teams are dead. Like the big three concept is dead. You got to make an 8-9 man rotation. The counter to that is the new super teams, they're already being drafted anyways before this. So why is the second tax apron even necessary? And also to the parity point, there's already been parity in the league. Like I have been adamant on even prior to this year. We are already in the parity era without the second tax apron. So with those two factors in play, why is the second tax apron still necessary?
To keep the parity, to keep it in the parity era, because we know how things can get. Cool, it was looking like parity for a bit, but if we didn't have these things implemented, players can just click up, team up, and create these monstrosities that either break the league or break a team for the next 10 years. It just prevents that too. It will hold players accountable. Teams are going to be very mindful about how they spend their dollars, so they're not going to be tolerating a bunch of shit that they used to tolerate. DA is out of there now. Like, DA was able to finesse doing what the hell he was doing to get his money. The Ben Simmons of the world, them niggas are out of there now. Like, there is no more getting paid that much money and being able to sit out games because of whatever you're sitting out for and not producing to meet an expectation. So that's what that's there for. And again, I'm all for it.
Yeah, I think as Damo said, it's definitely to maintain a status quo rather than to hard force one. There's certain teams and scenarios that I'm sure a lot of people viewing this video right now, hey, by the way, subscribe, or Twitter per se, that are freaking out about it because it holds their franchise. But some people, it benefits them. Teams that are pretty bad, as Damo was saying, they're now going to have a significant advantage because they're already rebuilding, but now they can rebuild with this new format in place, and they're going to look pretty damn good doing it because they're able to adapt to it. I think positive and negative, everyone's overreacting because we need to give this time. I think shitting on new things that are unfamiliar is always just crummy to me. It needs to have had its time to be set in stone, and let's really see what that product looks like. I don't think we're going to see what that product truly looks like. A lot of biases we'll see in like 2 years. You know, the Laker stuff, we're going to find that out by next year, to be honest. But in terms of like every team being acclimated fully under the second apron, we're not going to see that for like 3, maybe 4 years, I would say, because everyone has to make that adjustment. Everyone has to make those decisions on how they want to go about building their teams now. But I'm definitely excited for it personally. But even if you're not, even if you despise it, I just think nobody can deduce this is horrible or this is great. Right now, we're just guessing and predicting things off of pure emotion. We have to give this thing time and see how things truly shape out. But if I had to make a guesstimation, it's going to be skill issue plus ratio for a lot of these GMs. And I'm excited for inept people to get the fuck out and for great owners and GMs to get their flowers for sure.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and find out what the players actually think. Well, this is just Draymond.
The Celtics also traded Kristaps Porzingis. Listen, this is all about the second apron. People said they didn't want super teams anymore. Well, here you have it. All these moves are being made to dodge that second apron. It's a hard cap. You lose draft picks. You lose the mid-level exception. You lose roster spots. You lose the ability to get better and compete as a team. And the amount of money that you lose is insanity. And when I said this before the deal was signed, this is ridiculous and it's going to hurt players in the end. No one wanted to listen and everybody wanted to act like the PA was making a great deal. The PA made a shit deal, as the PA has done for years now. And every year the pot gets bigger and the business gets better and the players get screwed more. That's just how this business works. Back to the Boston Celtics. That's what all of these moves are about, people. That's why they got rid of Porzingis. That's why they got rid of Jrue Holiday. That's why you're hearing so many people call on Jaylen Brown. You're hearing so many people call on Derek White. It's because they know they want to get away from that second apron tax. You trade for Anthony Simons, I think, listen, they're the Boston Celtics. They got to be competitive, but at the end of the day, it's an expiring deal, cap situation, all of those things.
Yeah. I gave Souls credit for that point as well. I don't even think Draymond is, I disagree with him, therefore his take is bullshit. The name of the game is going to be signing that guy who overperforms his contract. And you just got to ask how you feel about that. That's what it's going to be. When the Lakers had their Lonnie Walker, I'm just trying to keep it casual for everybody. When the Lakers had their Lonnie Walker signing and then he randomly gets playoff minutes and it's like, oh shit. That's going to be the meta. Finding that guy on the low deal in free agency rather than the draft, signing him to a longer term deal, and he's way better than what you thought you paid him for. That's going to be the skill issue there. So I see both sides. That's why when B-Souls was saying, hey, man, from the player's perspective, though, you're going to get cooked. I mentioned that, hey, yo, think about the Warriors back then. You're just going to not pay Dre or Clay when they matter as much, but they're just not as talented. It's not perfect. It's not a perfect system for everyone involved, but I'm excited to see how it plays out still.
Retweet. I do think it's going to be a game of getting the most out of paying the least. It's going to be a bunch of Jalen Brunson deals or players taking pay cuts. That's another thing people aren't considering. This will force players to, if they do want to win, you're going to have to sacrifice some money to go win for real. If that's truly what you want to do, the players that want to win will be shown and the players that want to get paid will be shown.
Scamming. I wouldn't call it scamming, but it's going to, as Damo kind of, well, no, not kind of, he literally said, it's going to highlight who wants to do what in their career. All the times we sit there and say, yo, would you rather be a Gilbert Arenas or a Jrue Holiday? Would you rather be a Melo or an Andrew Wiggins? That's gonna be shown because the talent is always gonna talent. And the talent, if they want to get paid, 90% of the time will always get paid, especially if some of these owners don't give a fuck about competing and they care about their dollars. You understand how easy it's gonna be for, like, remember when everybody said the Timberwolves were just being the Timberwolves or Karl Anthony Towns in them? You understanding this idea, if Cat was like, screw it, I just want the most dollars, and the Timberwolves were like, I don't care about winning, Cat would get all the dollars he deserves. Do you understand? He would get all the dollars he deserves rotting in Minnesota. But these things are possible, but it's also going to be like, damn, all right, Cat, you done turned 30. Do you want to win or do you want the next Supermax? It's an interesting thing. And I definitely am, now more I'm talking about it, I definitely think I'm doubling down on the what enables you to get a Supermax. I've always thought the All-NBA thing was stupid as well. Because that whole guys, like I mentioned him a lot, but Clay especially, Kemba, I think got hold too, I want to say. Yeah, the way you get a Supermax, that more I'm talking probably does need to change. But everything else, though, I'm still excited.
Well, before we move on, Droopy super chat already expired, but it was $100. I fucking missed it. I ain't gonna lie.
Damn, the Droops.
Droopy with another
Breach, send your
100.
message.
It said something along the lines of, "This is for souls being back." Also, R.I.P. Hota. I think that's a soccer player that passed away like today. I saw something about it. So shout out to Droopy for the 100. JKP for another 100.
The big JKP.
Second apron to me is a good thing. Get smarter with the money. It's not even about super teams. Get smarter about roster construction, and to be honest, lessen the money for a max instead of 60 to 7 mil. It stays at 50 to 55. Every top 30 player shouldn't be making 40 mil max. I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all are thinking from an owner's perspective.
Yeah, and that's where it just come from, man. That's you're not a player. So
we're not owners either.
But I'm a fan of the team. So I want what's best for the team. And what's best for the team is an 8, 9, 10 man rotation of people paid on relatively decent deals. What is not good for the team is paying James Harden $60 million. That's not good for the team.
But I still think even before the second tax apron, dumb GMs were dumb GMs. Smart GMs were smart GMs. So, like, even the Suns, the second tax apron didn't change them for being a dumbass franchise. They still did what they did. You know what I'm saying? For the Rob Pelinka, critics, he still did what he did with or without the second tax apron. His ability to GM didn't change because of this. Like,
I think you're calling lazy GMs dumb GMs. I don't think these guys have been dumb. I think they've been lazy for this entire time. And now the second tax apron is putting them in a situation where you will be penalized for being lazy. So now people are not going to be lazy. They're not going to just accept a bunch of bad high salary deals because they're going to have a bunch of rookie guys developing while they're tanking. Well, now if you have a bunch of bad contracts and you're over the tax apron, guess what? You can tank and still get be a 30th pick because you're paying all these guys for no reason. So now even, again, lazy teams are going to have to start making moves and decisions now. I don't think teams have been dumb. They've just been lazy and content.
You know what? I think this will simplify how a lot of people feel with just a simple question. We touched upon it, but we ain't really like dove deep into it. And we don't necessarily need to. This can be a chat activity or a comment section activity. At what line do you think a player doesn't deserve max dollars? And then after that line, what do you think that guy right below whatever your bar for a max player is? Do you think every person in the All-Star game deserves a max? Do you think it's only top 10s that deserve a max? Do you think it's all NBAs that deserve a max? Then after that, what is the non-max guy but really good at the game should be making? I think that is going to be a reset in the league for sure. And there's going to be a lot of people that are like, nah, bro, he can average 20, give him his money. That's always going to be a thing. We feel like that in every sport, but
I think there's thresholds, and there are thresholds for what players make. I think there are thresholds. They just need to be more evident and very hard cut. I do think all NBAs should matter. I do think all-stars should matter. MVPs should matter. Accolades matter, but performance matters as well, which I do think they take into account. If a guy is X percentile rebounder, he's in a different threshold than genuinely Thanasis Antetokounmpo. Like he genuinely just is. I think the ranges are fine. It's just defining who gets what, which it hasn't necessarily, at least in recent times, hasn't been the worst. It has got egregious. I don't think personally bench players should make anywhere near max money. A guy like Dennis Schroeder, 10 mil a year is fine for Dennis Schroeder. 10 to 13 a year, that's fine for Dennis Schroeder. Dennis Schroeder shouldn't be wanting 20 mil a year. So when Dennis Schroeder was holding out because instead of 25, he was getting offered 20, he holding out for that 25. Well, you almost held yourself out to be back in Germany. It's that type of stuff. That stuff, it was getting egregious with those type of players wanting that type of deal. I'm not for that.
Shit. Last thing on this matter, because we've been talking about this for a minute now. This was presented by our producers in the background. This is not the only time the NBA has used the CBA to change the league. And this is from an ESPN podcast. A couple of examples of rule changes in the CBA that has changed the league. Number one is bird rights.
That brings us to the first unintended consequence and mutation of the salary cap is the bird rights. So back in the day, before the bird rights were introduced, the NBA actually did have a hard cap. But they rightfully realized that any system that required a team to move on from a player like Larry Bird needed to be addressed. And because the Celtics mismanaged their hard cap, they had to institute the bird rights, which allowed teams to pay a player outside of the salary cap as long as he was already on the roster. So you could pay him whatever you wanted. This was the introduction of the soft cap.
And what were the consequences of that soft cap?
So the consequences of the soft cap were players were less likely to switch teams because the only team that could pay you as much as they wanted and outside of the cap was your home team. And teams were less likely to go and get other players because other players that they would bring into their team would then impact the cap. And also, players who had the most talent and the most leverage were able to grow their salaries as much as they wanted, as much as they could ask for. It got to the point where players were getting up to 120% of the cap. 80% of the cap was routine.
All right. The next one is max salaries.
Instead of negotiating with those players in a way that would get a contract that they felt more comfortable with, they decided to use the CBA again and introduce max salaries, which would allow smaller market teams to be able to afford these players and also keep the big time players from being able to extract as much value as they wanted.
And that's after Glenn Robinson, who was a rookie, got paid $68 million, which is more than Cooper Flagg's total salary now. So unintended consequences of the maximum salary structure being put into the game.
Yeah, the unintended consequences of the max salary being put into the game, I believe, is that you ended up with these super teams being able to form.
All right. And last one is the luxury tax.
When they instituted luxury taxes.
And this is the first one, which is a weaker luxury tax, right?
And it never worked, so they strengthened the luxury tax. And the luxury tax was meant to make the big market teams who are spending more money have to pay even more money. Yeah. But the problem with being those big market teams, it was worth it every step of the way.
Okay. So, first of all, the voices like that for copyright. They also flip the shit. So
yeah,
they'll be producers. So essentially the question is as fans, since that's been Damo's main point in all of this, what are some things that we just want to see more from the game that could be facilitated by like CBA changes specifically? Or you don't even have to think that far. Just what do you want to see more from the league as fans? More team freedom, more player empowerment.
Man,
player empowerment.
I want to see better marketing of the talent. Showcase the league. There are a ton of talented players in the NBA that deserve to be watched. Spread out the national TV games. I don't care how we do it. Make Game Pass more. League Pass. I said Game Pass. Jesus. Make League Pass more regularly accessible. Make it more streamlined. Make it just better. Implement something that makes watching the game and the production and presentation of the game better for the fan. Get NBA Red Zone. Do something. Be productive with the presentation and the marketing of the game. That's what I want. I don't care if it's a CBA issue. I don't know what issue it would be. That's what I want from the game. There's no reason. This is people's first time really seeing Andrew Nembhard play for real in the first 3 years of his career and to know that he's this level of player. There's no reason Benedict Mathurin hasn't already been known as this level of player or to have this level of talent. You got guys like Vernon Maxwell who see Nembhard take a shot. Oh, that's not your bag. You don't know what his bag is because they're not putting the Pacers in front of you. People are saying there's this, I seen on the timeline, oh, the Magic really can do something if the right players take the right steps. People, the Magic, what? What do they got? Like Paolo Banchero isn't a demon that the league just doesn't, like people just don't know about because they're not watching the Magic. I want to say who was it in the Discord? It was G-Man. Oh, but the Paolo don't got no personality? Yes, he does. But you wouldn't know because you don't watch Magic games. So marketing, that's the one thing I would ask for. Better marketing.
Sage.
I just want everything to stay competitive as it was. And I just want good decisions to be rewarded, bad decisions to be punished. I think actions have consequences, and there's no way that people should just be able to do what they like, just do dickhead shit and then well, my aura is built diff. You know what I'm saying? I just like that with my front offices as far as players are concerned. Nigga, go out there, go hoop and stay healthy. That's my main thing. I'm tired of not even what ifs. I'm just tired of seeing shit where players are going out there putting up fantastic seasons, narratives for themselves, elevating to a different level of stardom, and then his knee buckled too. For the love of God, y'all go out there, get your dollars how you need to get your dollars. Do whatever it takes do whatever makes you happy, whether it's putting yourself in a situation to win, maxing out whatever your wallet, whatever. Stay healthy how you do it. That's all I care about, to be honest. Stay healthy, because seeing these injuries left and right, we ain't even talk about that. That's worse than the Apron shit to me. It's crazy out
here. Yeah, I don't know where it starts. If they're already doing something about it, they got to do something about these injuries. Put more resources into figuring out what the fuck is going on. Put more money into R&D. And also, I don't know if this is an NBA thing that they can facilitate. Need a better supervillain in the league, man. We need a good supervillain in the league. Now, am I promoting super teams? No, not necessarily. It could be one player. None of these guys have really embraced that like villain role. You know what I'm saying? That like KD did at one point, Bron did at one point, Kobe, MJ, all these different people, Shaq even. I need a good villain that everyone just hates. And I'm gonna support that villain this time. Because I've never been on the villain side.
Because to be a good villain, you need to be good. So it needs to be a team that everyone knows should and likely will win. It's gonna be the Thunder. Thunder gonna be villains.
But do you think the Thunder are like cocky enough to be villains? That's my thing.
I think humble. Whether they're cocky or not, whether it's because they have too much aura, nowadays it's lack aura, or anything in between, as long as someone is consistently winning at a crazy pace, doing it in a defensive way, especially, they'll be the villain for sure. Especially if there is on the other end, like Tyrese, who was looking like the fucking superhero, where you think it's just him as a solo star doing it. That's why I think nobody here really knows what they want, and we just all yapping and bitching. But if it's one guy going up against a super team or a team that's consistently getting it done, that team that will automatically be the villain. To be honest, if anything, we need to find the superhero more than the villain. That really sets it off.
Nah, the heroes come from the villains. You good villain.
Nah, every hero, heroes are made first, and then you have a foil who is the villain, man. That's the format. That's anime 101, man. Come on, bro. You don't introduce Madara before Nart. You gotta let Nart be out there narting it up, and it's like, damn, who's the final boss?
Wait, the intro of the show is the Nine Tails fucking up the village. What are we talking about?
Like at the time, then it pivots to Nart and his struggles. Nart and his struggles. Then I'm gonna kill you. Then Nart and his struggles and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? The Nine Tails popped up first. The lore popped up first, but they introduce shit. They win you over with Nart, and then they go to that nonsense shit.
I guess, man. I guess. I just know when I seen that Nine Tails, I was like, damn, who is gonna stop this demon? Like for real. And then the hero became the demon. I was like, who do I root for?
They're on the same team now. Sorry.
All right, man. All right, let's go to let's read some of these super chats and go to hot take of the week.
Yeah, we got a ton.
Yeah, this is Tayson Emerson for $5. I think Ant is the only one real enough to play the villain role, but he's too much of a fan favorite.
I disagree. I disagree.
A lot of people will hate Ant. And Ant also owns it. Ant sat there and said Thunder in 5 when he lost, didn't he? Like, yeah, Ant owned it.
I think Ant's ignorant enough to piss enough people off to hate him.
Yeah.
The DX suck it shit was evidence enough. He can do it.
I think Ant needs to embrace like these top 5 GOAT conversations. Just one line. I just need one line from him saying like I'm top 5.
Why the hell am I not better than Dwayne Wade? Oh
yeah. One of those lines. I mean, did KD ever do this? So, just something like that. Something like that, man.
I beat KD. I beat Bron. I beat Steph. Like, just I need him to get a good one.
Yeah, just one.
He can say that. He literally can say that. I beat all your favorite legends, and you hate me for it.
He need to pull up in a Randy Orton shirt for the next season. Like, I know I'm him because I'm the legend killer, and just go down that arc. Just I've beaten your favorite player's favorite player.
Legend killer Anthony Edwards is kind of gangster.
Hardest villain.
Wait a minute. You just made Randy Orton of NBA. The legend killer Anthony Edwards is kind of hard.
You know the TikTok is about to go crazy.
Sam, man, hold on now.
I hear voices.
Hey, man, give these niggas entrances. I keep saying that.
To sell for another $5. Damn, y'all right. It's coming this season. All right. JKP for $10. First options, and this is referring to the price ranges for each player. First options 50 to 55 mil. Second options 40 to 50. Third options 35 to 40. Top role players 20-30. Damn, we really thought this out. Role players 15-20. Bench 10 and under. Also, a FO would decide what player fits what role of front office.
Yeah, I think most people would say that kind of tracks outside of the people that believe, hey man, if you're an all-star and can average 20, you get a max. There's those fans just always will exist. They exist in other sports like the NFL and stuff like that too.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if there's more. But
while he looks, chat, I'm giving y'all a free banger on TikTok. There's literally a tweet of Randy Orton endorsing Anthony Edwards.
Yes, there is, bro. Yo, the TikTok is there, y'all. Y'all don't be.
There's a free banger waiting for somebody. It's the summertime too. Niggas are bored. Niggas want basketball. I'm telling you. It's a free banger.
If I was fresh, new to the game, and I ain't want my personality, I just wanted numbers, dog. If you don't start clipping up all of these motherfuckers you watch, post that junk barely edited, man, you'll go stupid.
Droopy for $2 says, can y'all look at the general on Discord? I don't know what he posted. I don't even want to do it.
I'm scared. I'm pulling it up though, but I'm scared.
Not going to do that.
Right. Thunder up for $5. Random question: Souls and Sage, do y'all miss doing the Souls and Sage channel together? Damo, do you miss talking hoops on Player's Choice? Oh, at the Bahamas Sage.
Oh no!
Someone recognized me.
Oh no!
Someone recognized me. Yo, is that Souls? I was like, yeah. What's good, bro? Can I take a picture? While he's taking a picture, you still do content with Sage?
Oh no!
Post it on the story. Bring back Souls and Sage.
Man!
They want us back, man.
Nah, they do. I've seen. I was trying to log in, swap between the Keep It a Buck account and my account, and I hit Souls and Sage. I was like, how they been yapping, man? Scroll down. Nah, it's a bunch of damn. I didn't know I'd miss these guys and shit. I'm like, oh man, that's crazy, man. They used to hate that duo back in Ye Old Woo. Now everybody want us back, man.
No one's still doing what we did, which is crazy, but hey.
Insane. I thought that was a layup line, but hey, maybe.
It is a layup. But if no one want to take the layups.
Shit, y'all like shooting step backs. Y'all like shooting step backs, man.
Let's bring Damo into the fold this time, right? Yeah.
we'll just actually it up. Fuck it. Whole new channel.
Yes. All right. Stein for $7 Canadian. That's how you know Sage ain't a cheater. Talking about going alone on a cruise without his girl, and he assumed you calling them LGBTQ instantly.
Yo, bro, I didn't mean it like that, yo, man. Y'all already know, man. Y'all.
You did say you said that shit with a hard R. That shit was crazy.
No, I didn't, bro.
That Y. You said it with a hard Y, buddy.
Hard Y.
You said it with a what? I gay? Whoa.
Man, this is how I talk, bro. Y'all know me for years, man.
Pride month ends and you going crazy.
That's crazy.
It's the third day out here.
That's crazy, bro.
That's gay, ain't it? Now let me chill. To someone for $2. Where's Omar for this topic? I don't even know what topic he's talking about. Sydney Mosley for $5. Question for Damo and maybe Souls and Sage if they've watched Lesbian Homie or Love Island.
Lesbian Homie in 4, man. That is genuinely the best YouTube series of all time. It's got picked up on Tubi. It is on Tubi. I think they're up to season 3 on Tubi. Season 4 might be on Tubi. I don't think it's on Tubi yet, but I'm actively watching season 4. Shout out Big Job, man. I seen one of the niggas from the show at DreamCon. We walked right by him. I did a triple take. I was like, is that nigga from Big Job? And this nigga Omar looked at me. What? I was like, don't even worry about it. And we just kept walking. But yeah, shit was crazy.
Chris Flavion Pingus for $10. Searching the poop emoji on Apple Music leads to DDG. Tested it out and damn, that's great. How do you even?
Y'all late. I thought it was doo-doo garbage that was already on there. I thought if you already
that's
did
Spotify.
Yeah. Oh, that's Spotify. Okay.
No,
they're saying on Apple Music it's the same.
Just the shit emoji. Like literally just one shit emoji and his shit pop up.
Who is doing that? Is it like an Apple dev? That's
It is Rock Nation. It is Rock Nation.
Oh, you know what? I got something funny. The dude garbage just shit said.
Like, come on, man.
Where's Darko for $5? Sage, I'm ready for the Weeb stream tonight. Shout out to the 2 a.m. stream last night. Nick is a hoe, and Bella made a heel turn.
Yo, Bell turned to Bell B. That was crazy. I ain't never. Hey, Nick gave it a ball. She said, "I'm a shooter." I ain't never. Man, that was cinema. That was cinema.
Watch all I'm gonna ask. Watch the next episode because that's the first elimination episode. So.
Oh yeah, if I ain't tired, chat, we did. I gotta cook, but if I ain't got that itis, oh yeah.
All right, Droopy for $2. The thing that I posted on the court isn't bad. Okay.
I don't know what he posted on the court. I went in general. I didn't see nothing for real. I don't know what to look at.
Not trying to skin you, Droopy.
Tasson Emerson for $5. I was referring to the second apron convo. You know, he's such a contrarian. Oh, he's talking about Omar. Damn.
Omar probably would say it's horrible.
They be trying him, bro.
I tried to move past it. Man, y'all don't, man. Financially, super chat wise, no, he is the most hated again. But
they be going at Omar for no reason.
Let me tell you, we don't have a villain problem. Okay, that but oh my god.
Nah, yeah, we're good. If it ain't Omar, it's Damo low key now. They didn't basically certified you as a heel.
The hate bros, man.
I'm like that baby face that nobody likes. Like everybody wants me to turn heel, and then Bezos, he's just a permanent baby face.
I was in Real Talk room, a nigga hit me with the, yeah, man, I ain't know you made content like Omar. I was like, what? Whoa, what? What did I do? What?
Hey, man.
Now, why did you take offense to that though? Like that's kind of crazy.
I was just like, do I make content like Omar? I was like, that's not even a.
No, but what does that mean? What
does
that mean content like Omar?
I mean, I don't. You know, his shit is negative. He has a negative connotation. such a negative guy. So niggas is throwing me in that boat. Like, nah, you and Omar, y'all just negative together.
Let me see, bro. Let me go to your channel right now.
We ain't did meat and potatoes in a minute, man. I don't know. What are we talking about?
Let's see. That's dumb.
Hey, my shit's not even that bad, man.
Says, damn, that came out crazy. Pause. But it did.
Whoa.
It did. I feel like I'm missing more super chats, y'all, but I swear my studio is broken. I can't pull them all up. And for some reason, this isn't showing the super chat. So I apologize if I missed any. I've scrolled back as
I know JKP sent at least a honey bun, so shout out to JKP.
Yeah, that's the only one showing right now. Second apron to me is a good thing. Yeah, we already read that one.
But if we missed any of your shit, let us know, chatter. There was one in playback too.
Let's see. I know we can go back on playback.
Sage my channel. Whoa.
Oh, damn.
Damn, buddy.
Damn. All right. Hisam for $10 says, I need an anime take from everyone on the pod, not named Sage. All right. Well, I guess let's do hot take of the week.
I'm about to say hot take. Y'all have a micro one and a real one.
Damo, anime hot take of the week.
One Piece is officially overrated. I've come to the conclusion in the 689 episodes that I've watched. I think I can finally say One Piece is overrated. Luffy cool, I guess. Gear 5 underwhelming. Zoro's probably my favorite character. Zoro's the GOAT. Usopp, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the One Piece community, I realize, is just a bunch of Usopp ass niggas. I've done the research, I've listened to the takes. Genuinely, One Piece fans genuinely have a aesthetic, a aura of Usopp. So anytime a nigga say something to me, like if anime niggas see this clip, I just want y'all to know anything y'all say, imagine Usopp saying it, and that's what I think of you. That's my anime take. My hot take, everybody that drives their motor vehicle and also scrolls through TikTok, Reels, YouTube Shorts, I hope nothing but negative energy on you and your family. You stupid bastards. I hate. I was on the road with my daughter. Got my daughter in the back. I'm chilling. I'm driving. Everything cool. The car right here. Just hitting knees all over the road. Just swerving. I'm like, whoa. Risking my child's life. Pull up to the light, ready to give him the death stare. I look. Buddy is just sitting there on his doing these, and I can see he is on TikTok or some short form service, just scrolling through them, and then starts driving like this. I'm like, I hope you spin out and hit an invisible wall. Like I hope nothing but the worst on you. So people who are distracted drivers, yeah, go on GTA, jump off a cliff.
Oh, okay.
By the way, for my fellow straw hat niggas out there, 680 is Dressrosa. So yeah, he doesn't like Dressrosa. He's already passed the time skip. Go ahead and cry in the comments below.
All right. My anime hot take. Let me not make this a Goonie one.
That grandma.
Let me see. I had one, bro. I had one. Oh, man, Rasengan.
Oh no,
that shit was not as cool as y'all remember it. A ball of air? A ball of air? What the hell, Ante? That's what's taking over the ninja world? A ball of air? Come on, bruh. Wait, is it a ball of chakra? No, it's a ball of chakra.
It's chakra. It's a wind nature chakra.
A ball of aura? What the fuck? That's what's killing. Come on, bro. Kamehameha clears. The Chidori clears.
Oh my God.
I ain't gonna lie. If Naruto just had the Chidori and he was a lightning style fighter, he would have had so much more aura off of that alone.
Oh my.
Off of that alone. But the Rasengan, and now the modification is now, he has two Rasengans in one hand. What the hell? Come on,
You're
bro.
not even talking about the Rasengan Shuriken. Like, you're not. First of
all,
all,
that's the disrespect. My bad. I know some people will actually that.
The fact that he would disrespect I expected nothing less from you, Souls. I ain't even gonna say nothing. I expected this.
The Rasen Shuriken. Oh, my actual hot take. I remember it now, man. All right. I get it. Okay. You want to watch anime and not read the whole time, but sub is better than dub. All right. I said it.
What the hell?
Nah, because we have reached a point in time where like the dub lords are like, stop hating on us. Now y'all feel like y'all the meta.
It's a pendulum.
No, sub is always better. The emotion does hit more on the sub. You feel the emotions more. Okay? So, yeah, shout out the sub.
I'm here to watch anime, buddy. I'm here to watch anime. That's it.
Nah, and you know what it is? When I'm watching sub, I feel like I'm watching anime. When I'm watching dub, I feel like I'm watching cartoons. Yeah, I said it. It's the difference. Nah, it's a perception.
Shit is a cartoon.
It's a perception thing, man.
He literally just said, when I'm watching a sub, I feel like I'm watching a cartoon, but I'm watching a dub, I feel like I'm watching a cartoon. Shut up. Oh my God. Oh my God.
It's all a cartoon.
Now anime is not a cartoon no more? Like, what are we talking about?
God, bro.
What?
That's why the pendulum is what it is. Because the sub people act like it's something entirely different. It's a fucking cartoon. Oh man, no, that was
some people are obnoxious. You subbers are obnoxious. I'm gonna just be honest. Like I said, sub people is why I can't stand One Piece now either. You know, for the longest, it didn't bother me that Krillin and Usopp got the same voice actor. It didn't bother me at first.
Gohan Piccolo.
Now it bothers me.
Gohan and Piccolo have the same voice actor.
Gohan, Luffy.
How does that even work?
Gohan and Luffy have the same voice actor, I think actress, and it's
no. I thought you said Gohan and Piccolo. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh no, not Gohan and Piccolo, not Gohan.
Zoro and Piccolo. Now I can't unhear it.
You unhear it once you keep going. I think that the people
I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it at first.
Yeah.
I heard it once niggas pointed it out, and it was fine. Now I tried to go back into it. Now I can't unsee it. And now it's ruined. Just like, man, One Piece is overrated, man. I'm gonna just leave my take there.
All right. My actual hot take, and my actions do speak this. Over the last 2 to 3 weeks, man. I understand we have a lot of power users on Twitter. I was talking to this about Dom on the Twitter space earlier, ironically enough. Twitter is the biggest waste of time for content creators. Full stop. Full stop. The attention and the work that you're putting on Twitter, if you put it on any other platform, the return on investment is so much higher. Also, with TikTok and Instagram being what it is, like it's not even like a barrier anymore where you have to record a video, come up with a title, thumbnail, editing. Like if a tweet takes you 30 seconds, you can get that exact same off on TikTok. It'll take you 3 minutes tops to make. And we all know that the value of a TikTok getting 100,000 views, 50,000 views is so much more than a banger tweet. Fuck is a banger tweet ever gonna do? Like I don't know. Especially now, like as a person who's had banger tweets, the amount of followers that you even get from a banger tweet anymore is not what it used to be. And yeah, man, I just feel like any piece of content you can make on Twitter, if you literally you don't even have to stop using Twitter. Just if you gonna make a tweet, just record a 1 minute video of the same thing on TikTok. It's gonna take you 3 minutes to upload. Just do it, bro. Just do it.
Yep. Creator's perspective, that's objectively correct. It's just everyone isn't trying to be a creator, I suppose. Twitter, the only thing I give you is Twitter has a bit of influence in the sense of like being one of these troll accounts will take you to like a level of Twitter notoriety. You know what I'm saying? Like you then become news damn near, something like that in whatever community. But that's about where the line is. I 100% agree. I think Instagram is probably low key hidden meta. TikTok's obvious meta, and then YouTube, Twitch is just that.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if you want to have conversations and like, not treat it like if you're not a content creator, like Twitter is mad fun. Okay. Yeah. But as people who are thriving and striving to be content creators, the energy that's being put into Twitter, whether that's a tweet or a space or a Twitter live stream, whoever even doing that, if you literally just spent that time and energy and put it on any other platform, the ROI is so much higher. So much higher. But yeah, it's just fuck Twitter for me. Let's go ahead and move on to some quick hitters. Y'all have any quick hitters to bring up?
No. I'm sorry. Just no, I don't.
Let me ask y'all this. As my brothers of getting haircuts. 4 haircuts. How much do you feel like how much are you paying for 4 haircuts? How much do you pay per haircut? Souls, Sage, go.
I pay 60 per haircut.
They told me I'm bald, so the bald waxing probably 40, 50.
Okay, so if you 50, okay, you think it's 50? You said 40, 50, cool.
Depending on your bald.
There is a barber who is attempting to change the game. Brandon the Barber, friend of the show, is offering a subscription service. No, I'm joking. It's not Brandon the Barber. Whatever barber in Houston. Shout out Houston. You pay him $150 a month, you get 4 cuts. How do y'all feel about that deal? W deal? L deal? Are y'all paying that? Would y'all do that service?
So essentially,
yeah, with or without tip. I mean, you still have to tip him, right?
I don't think you have to tip anybody.
Assuming you don't even tip your barber. Okay. Assuming you tip your barber $10, it takes it to $190. So just factor that to $200. So that's $50 a month, damn near. Unless you're not going to tip them.
I'm not gonna lie. If I'm paying you on a subscription service fee, I'm not tipping. I'm not gonna lie. If I'm paying a subscription service, I'm not fucking tipping you. What?
This
This is your rate. What?
My thing is, why would you need 4 haircuts a month?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna say this is a bad deal. No deal. Fit again. The high end is 50. We're really talking like 40, give or take. Especially
190 divided by 4 is 47 and a half. For reference.
Yeah. So 47 and a half. No tip pause if needed.
47 and a half includes a $10 tip.
That's including the 10. Yeah, I'm about to say that. I thought 4 times 4 is 160, but fuck it, math. But all right, bet. So $45, $47 for that. Fine price. The issue is, why would I need to get cut 4 times a month?
That's my thing. If you're not getting, first of all, why would you need 4 haircuts? And second of all, if you are getting 4 haircuts,
what you got going?
Seems fine to me, but
some people be hairy, man. Some people hair grow quick. You might want to switch up the style for whatever reason, but you got to guarantee 4 haircuts in a month, paying $150.
I definitely like looking straight, and maybe that'll be some Zenkai boost for some of y'all. But I'm gonna say overall, no deal, especially because I don't like bills and annual stuff or monthly stuff coming out of my account.
They're trying to save money right now.
No deal.
I understand. Omar, are you paying $150 for 4 cuts a month? You're muted.
You're muted, man.
Still
muted.
Damn. Oh boy.
Damn. Still muted. Damn.
Now he's
tough.
All right. Well, while he brings his self back up, let me read some of these super chats. Dirty Birdsay for $2 says the ending of BG3 was goated. Endgame vibes.
That's the best part. Which ending did you get? That game, and
ain't there like 50 endings?
You will never find someone who has the exact same playthrough as another in Baldur's Gate 3. That is almost an objective fact.
Yeah.
Never find it.
Tayson for $5. People say something so outrageous and rage bait just to get paid a MC chicken. Oh, a MC chicken. A McChicken. Also, Souls, you gotta check out Hajime no Ippo. That's a boxing anime, right?
Yeah, that sounds like the boxing one. I'm not that. I'm like getting to tier 2 nerd where they about to have me watch shit like Gurren Lagann and stuff, but I'm not all the way there. Not yet.
The most nerdy anime I probably watched was Sword Art Online. And I don't know.
I have seen one over nerd anime. I've seen this junk called Heavenly Delusion. That shit was nerdy as hell. I knew I was a nerd when I was watching it. I said, fuck it. Job not finished. It's only 12 episodes.
All right, just on for another $2. Souls is in his work smarter, not harder bag. Yes.
Yeah.
And Droopy for $5. My hot take is Piccolo wasn't a stepfather and more like a big brother, and I stand on it.
I think he sent that in my chat, and I agreed with him.
Last one. Tayson Emerson for $5. That pain speech single-handedly puts dub over sub.
Yeah, by the way, Japanese voice actors have the same as well. We just don't speak Japanese. Just want to point that out. Yeah, sorry to burst your bubble, actually, people.
All right, that's it for the super chat. Sommer, how you doing, man?
You're Damn.
Still muted, buddy.
Oh, we don't hear soundboard either.
Nope. Nothing.
Damn, what the hell?
What the hell-iante, bruh?
It took that boy Mike.
That's tough.
What was he trying to get off?
He tried.
Join on your phone if you're trying to get like something.
I'm about to say, yeah, join on your phone if you're trying to just yap real quick. Like 5.
Now, what if his phone is muted too?
No, yeah, phone muted. He might be banned.
He said, nah.
He said, nah.
Damn.
GG's.
Okay, GG's. Well, I have nothing else. We have hit.
You already know.
Our quota. Okay.
You already know. Shit. Hey, he could be the Kage all he want. Once we get past 10:30, shit. That nigga turned to a tail beast. Get the fuck up on out of here. And it was me, chat. Now it's me. Yeah, okay.
All right. Well, I want to shout out the chat, and I specifically want to shout out. I'm blanking on his name. This is Tanar for giving. Was it $600, $700? That shit was insane.
Probably more. I'm scared we even missed one. Tanar went the fuck off, ladies and gentlemen. W Tanar in the goddamn chat. Especially if he got you a sub today. I mean, membership today.
90 gifted members, and like $600 in super chats. Shout out to you. Shout out to JKP as well. Shout out to Droopy. They also dropped some honey buns in there. We definitely appreciate y'all. But Tanar was
it was Darius or Cameron. It was somebody that had 250. Who was that? Somebody had 250 as well. Shout out to them.
Yeah, man. Shout out to y'all for all the love. Will of D for $10 right here says, "Don't let Omar back up." Tassone Emerson. Shout out to Tassone, man. You know, he's been donating a lot of super chats today. They've been adding up. So Tassone for $2. We gotta donate for O to buy a new mic. That mic is perfectly fine.
Nah, if anything,
that's an mic.
Mic check next person up here. Honestly, we all set, but it'd probably be just me in settings.
Yeah. With that being said, I'm gonna say goodbye to the people, man.
All right, Chaz, be your mom favorite midnight second. We will be back. Am I streaming tomorrow? I'm streaming either tonight, tomorrow, or right after y'all set y'all fireworks off for the 4th of July. Y'all come rest with Papa Damo at the end of the night. Just keep the noties on, man. Might try some shit. Just keep the noties on. Over on playback, over on YouTube. That's Damo on YouTube. Go support the latest videos. New video on the way. And on TikTok. That's Damo on TikTok. Soul's got me, man. He might not have got me to watch Love Island. Soul's got me to create on TikTok, man. I'm gonna give it a shot. Why not let it fly?
It's a 15-minute space. This is crazy.
Check out the TikTok, man. Got some stuff over there. And take care, stay blessed. Join the Discord. Come in the Discord. Game night on Discord tonight. The bros are up. Pause.
Yo, that's say goodbye to the people, man.
All right, people. I know this pod off of the super chat got a little anime, but if it makes some people feel better, if you don't like anime at all, let's just say the 6-month plan is now in commence. Within a year, early 2026. Hey man, it's gonna be some crazy out there. We've already planted the seeds for everything like that. So stay tuned for the new era of TSO. Coming up on, I think it would be around year 5 when that plan gets launched.
Streamer Cruise? My bad.
Man, not a streamer cruise. I'm poor. But look, man, as far as the stream tonight, I don't know. That's up to however the fuck I'm feeling. As far as any other random tidbit for the outro, you support and damage dealers, man. Stop the bitching. Tank suffer the most. Can't wait for season 3 being said. But yeah, take care. Stay blessed. I don't know when I'm going live. I know I uploaded today. I know I recorded today. Therefore, you'll see me soon. Bye.
From me, peace out, y'all. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Follow me on TikTok. That's damn near been my main platform these last 2 weeks, man. I've been managing like 3 accounts. Been cooking. Just got a Love Island TikTok that was over a minute long, having 200K views, and I'm in the creator fund. Stop playing with me, chat.
Bro, what was
Stop playing with me, chat. TikTok souls in the building. You know what's funny about TikTok? I seen so many comments talking about, damn, I haven't seen B Souls in 6 years. Damn. They just went on TikTok, man. I'm gonna refine my guys, man. I'm rebuilding my base in 2025, and I think TikTok's the key.
Definitely got to rebrand my TikTok or make a new one.
With that being said, I appreciate y'all for coming through. Hopefully all 4 of us will be here for the next pod. I don't know the last time we've had a complete pod. But with that being said, we will catch you on the next one, man. Peace.
And you didn't say Carlock, you motherfucker.